What time is it?
It's unboxing day time! Yes, it's unboxing day time, and I still have my reverb on. I'm not firing on all thrusters.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Chance Bartels, the Nostalgic Podblast. This is our weekly ongoing series of live long box comic book unboxings. Some YouTube videos give you 1 or 2 books, maybe 5, maybe a dozen. How does 300 books sound to you? That's how many, 250 to 300 comic books are what we're going to discover together in this box that I've never fully gone through ever. I bought 16 and a half long boxes from a very good person back in April 2024. We're in the middle of July 2024, and we're down to 2 boxes. And I'm going to show you the boxes in just a moment. And the cool thing is, someone in the chat gets to pick the box that we're going to go through today of the remaining 2 boxes. So basically, this is the last time you get to pick. But I've got something I'll announce at the end of the show. We're going to keep this going with these unboxings even after I complete going through this collection, the final 2 long boxes, or the equivalent of about 550 to 600 comics. That's what's left to go through together. And as Dr. Smith said in the 2nd episode of classic Lost in Space titled The Derelict,
who knows what we may discover?
Indeed. Now, will we find a winner? Or will we find a loser? That's all part of the fun. We're going to find out together. And really, to me, a comic book is a comic book, but I get that there are some keys and some books that have value. And that's what makes it exciting, right? When you find a really hot book. So, of course, I want to find a hot book. But you know what? This is all good reading material. If the power grid goes down, I'm going to be set. I'm going to be set with reading material. All I need to worry about is food and shelter and security and protecting my stuff from looters. If we had a catastrophe situation, Lord forbid, at least I'll have entertainment. I may not have air conditioning or anything to eat or drink, but no, I'm going off topic. I have 5-gallon bottles of spring water. I should be good for a little while. Anyway, that's besides the point. Now, let's go ahead and have someone in chat pick the box we're going to go through. And I'm going to show you the boxes right now. I took a fresh picture yesterday of the remaining 2 boxes. And by the way, he's not here yet. We're supposed to have Danny Cochran, Kraken's Lair Comics, here today at some point. Danny, if he doesn't come on soon, Danny Staten, South Carolina, I see you're out there in the chat. You take over and we'll just bump Danny Cochran if he doesn't come on in the next few minutes. Hello, Rick Clark, watching on Facebook Live. He said, I like the original evil Dr. Smith and not the bumbling one. Yes, because in Lost in Space, what happened was Batman hit in January 1966. And that was a 20th Century Fox show. Now, Warner Brothers owned the character of Batman. 20th Century Fox owned the show, which is one of the main reasons why you never saw it on DVD or home video for decades, because there was bickering between Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox. Now Disney owns 20th Century Fox. So now it's the Batman TV show is partly owned by Disney and Warner Brothers. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. And so Batman hit the scene, and there was camp and bright color. And it hit in the middle of season 1 of Lost in Space, the only black and white season. And of course, they made Dr. Smith a little more quote unquote campy and silly. And I agree. He was better as a very dangerous saboteur who programmed the robot to kill the Robinson family at the earliest opportunity. So yeah, I agree with you there. Danny Staten says, are you a zombie? No. Greetings from South Carolina. Hello to Keebler. Check out her quiz show on her YouTube channel, Keebler No Sugar Coating Truth. Hello to K Moonin. Now, since this is the last box, I'm going to give everybody 1 round per guess. I'm going to write down a number right now between 1 and 10. I never showed you the picture, did I? There's the final 2 boxes, okay? Box 6 and box 2 of 17. So right now I'm going to write down. Let me show you something. Here's the piece of paper. Nothing up my sleeve. Oh, shoot. There's stuff on the back directions. But let me write it down so you'll know this is the right. I'm going to write it right here. It won't be out of your eyesight. Write down a number between 1 and 10. Now, someone in chat, start guessing. Guess a number. 1 guess per person per round. This is round 1. So everyone is eligible in the chat who wants to guess a number. Oh, the pain, says Rick Clark watching on Facebook Live. We're also on YouTube Live and X Live and Twitch doing this unboxing. Okay, K Moonin guessed 10. Happy Sanjo guessed 7. Those are both incorrect. Keebler guessed 4. Nope. Keep going, folks. Keep going. For round 1. I'll say when round 1 is up. So everyone that's guessed, hold on to your guesses. Let me just see if anyone else comes on. I don't know where my flock is. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Do you want to play, Rick Clark? Just pick a number between 1 and 10. Round 2. Let's start round 2. K Moonin guessed 1. It is 1. So now I'm going to put the photo up. So K Moonin gets to pick another box. He picked last week. So which box do you want? Box 6 or box 2? And I'll go get the box. And Danny Cochran, son of a bitch, if you're watching, where are you, man? It's 3:10. Jesus. Don't leave me hanging. All right. Danny Staten, I'm going to put the link in the chat. So stand by. I think I'll just do it with you, because nobody's going to stand me up. I don't care who you are. All right, so let me see here. I picked PI. What is pi? Oh, pi. Yeah, that's clever. My flock guessed 8. Well, it's box 6. You have chosen the most boxes. Let me go get the box. I'm going to put the link in the chat now for Danny Staten. Danny Staten, do you have time to be my co-host? We'll just bump Danny Cochran. Let me put the link in the chat while I get the box. Acknowledge, can you co-host with me? Wait, here comes Danny. Hang on.
All right.
Hello, Danny. I was just about to bump you and replace you with Danny Staten. How you doing today?
Oh, man, don't bump me.
All
Don't bump me.
He picked box 6, so I'm going to grab box 6. Why don't you say hey to everybody? Oh, what a cool shot of your aquarium.
Yeah, I'm going to go sit in the chair. Let me know if my head's cut off in the middle.
I just made you big. No, it looks good, dude. Tell everybody about your channel while I get box 6, will you? I'll be right back.
Okay. Hello, everybody, at Nostalgic Podblast. This is Daniel from the Kraken Slayer Comics, here to witness a live unboxing of hopefully some very wonderful issues that Chance is going to pull from box number 11. He's found some good stuff. There was first War Machine, I think second appearance of the Falcon, Godzilla number 1. There's others, because like I said, it's week 11, box 11. So there's been a number of good things that Chance has pulled from this collection.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And I got the box right here. Let me make it where we can still see you. All right. Well, there we go.
I think, Chance, I think I'm gonna go handheld with my phone so I can actually see the books that you're showing.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
I mean, it might make me backwards, but
whatever makes you comfortable. Whatever makes you most comfortable.
Yeah, there's gotta be a way for me to flip my phone so I can see it.
Take your time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's try. Yeah, man. Yeah, the show.
That's okay. Now your camera went off. You probably know that, but I can hear you.
Ugh.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to figure Yeah, let's try that.
Look at that. It's got a little like coffee stain, and there he went. Just click the link again. All right, so let me open it up and show you. I see a lot of brownish books. There's Danny. Hang on a second. Let me click this. Hang on. Now I can hear you and see you. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome, man.
Look inside the box. Here's the box we're going to go through today.
Ooh.
There's around 250 to 300 comics. I'd say closer to 300 because most of them don't even have backing boards. So that means you can put more comics in the box. You know, Danny, you're my oldest friend. We met way back in 1982, the year Sarah in Southern California was born.
Okay.
No news to you. I'm just letting people know you and then Jeff Logan are my oldest friends. All right, so I'm going to grab this stack. I'm looking for some X-Men because I saw some X-Men and I found some. Oh, nice. I was looking for this book. Here's issue 4 of this series, Superman, Batman. And I was looking for this one because it was missing. So I have a special box I'm putting these in. So that's good. It's already off to a good start from my perspective. Here's an unbagged and boarded Hulk, Gray Hulk, issue 339. Danny, can you see these books okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I was saying, like, didn't you pull from one of these boxes the first appearance of Professor Hulk?
Yeah, I sure
Yeah,
did.
like where's like the Hulk is like in pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kay Moonan's asking you, Danny, what kind of fish are those? What type of fish are those in your aquarium?
Oh, I mean, okay. They're
Let
all
me
just
make you
basic
big. I'm going to grab
goldfish.
a board and bag for that Hulk. Let me make you big. Sorry.
Sure, yeah. So I'm going to answer the question. So my kid shows up with this turtle that she found. A little. It's called a river cooter, and I was like, okay, cool. She brings it to me, and it's like in a little Tupperware thing with some grass, and I'm like, we can do better. You know, I'll get a fish tank. Put little happy little turtle in there. And so then I felt bad that like it was just like this turtle swimming alone. So I was like, I'll get him some friends. So I went and I bought about 20 goldfish. And they're like feeder goldfish. I guess some people keep goldfish as pets, but it was more meant for like people with larger fish that this is their dinner. And so I bought like 20 of them. And I figured, like, all right, 5 of them are going to be dead in a day or two. That has not been the case. And they have continued to thrive. The turtle, unfortunately, passed away a couple months back. But some of these goldfish that were really wee, like an inch and a half long, are now like 6 inches long. Like some of these guys are big. And they got so big that I actually have 2 fish tanks now. I got one in this room and one in the other room because they kept growing exponentially. So now I guess I am the proud owner of 20 goldfish that are just going to continue to thrive. And, they enrich my life by just, constantly like wanting food and attention.
Skeleton says fish are an addiction. Any piranha? Any gold to have a piranha in there?
When I was in high school, I became the owner of a Jack Dempsey fish. A friend of mine, he was moving to Chicago and couldn't transport the fish. And a Jack Dempsey fish like eats goldfish. And it was crazy because like you'd get like 10 of these little feeder goldfish and it would just like bro.
Wow.
It would, like spit out scales like below its little gill thing. I understand animals have to eat other animals. I eat other animals, but it felt really weird to like buying things to feed to the fish. So I mean, these guys eat little flakes and pellets and stuff like that. So now it's like nostalgic goldfish channel with Chance and Danny.
Kay Moon says to you, Danny, cool. Clearly, you took great care of those goldfish.
Well, it shocked me, like doing some research where I realized, okay, cool, I am now responsible for these little creatures. That apparently goldfish in captivity can live like 25, 30 years. I'm like, I didn't know I signed it on to that. you know,
That's a responsibility. That's like a kid. That's worse than a kid. A kid leaves at 18. You got 30 years to deal with those fish.
I mean, don't tell them. I mean, I guess I could always use them as bait to go bass fishing, but I won't do that.
It's your baby.
No, like PETA's gonna get a hold of me and be like, cruelty to goldfish. Daniel, how dare you? You know, like I would never hurt these guys. I'm clearly taking good care of them. So before any hatred comments, I would never do that. It was just a joke.
Hey, and someone Keebler linked your channel. I'm having a technical problem right now. Okay, there we go. Which is nice. Where is it? I want to show you on the screen. Keebler is one of my moderators. And she said, subscribe and ring the bell for Chance's awesome host today, Daniel Cochran. So people can click that link and subscribe to your channel. There you go. All right, well, let's get started with the comic books and continue.
Hey, Chance, before you get into this, I told you, like, I'm doing a redesign in my room. So, can you make me big for just a second?
Sure. There you go.
So this wall was where the bookcases with my comic collection used to be.
Yeah, holy cow.
I told you, I have moved them all into the closet. So I can I'm backing up so you can see. So I can get some security doors.
There you go. There you
go. But yeah, no, I moved them all.
Very impressive. Now, did you break your back doing that, or did you get help?
No, I mean, I just, I took it in slow chunks. So,
Okay. How long did it take you to move them? A month?
No, I mean, I've been working on this for probably about a week now. Like next time you come over, you'll see it. It's starting to shape up pretty cool. The next thing though is you helping me organize my collection, and that might take a month, my friend.
Alphabetically and numerically, what's your goal for organizing?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Like I want it to be like yours.
Oh.
So we're like, if somebody's like, oh, whatever issue, and I can go, yeah, cool. Like I can get my hands on it because, I've been on enough of your, things where it's like I can't just immediately lay hands. Like if you're like Conan #3, yes, I know I have it, but me just like going to C for Conan and alphabetically and like #3, like no. So I'd like to get it like organized, like how you've got your collection organized. You're really an inspiration to even like an old collector like me that like there's better ways to do things.
That's nice. Hey, Danny Staten in South Carolina, who was on with you before, says, tell him as a peace offering, I subscribe to his channel.
Well, thank you, Mr. Staten. That was very kind of you. I promise I will try not to show too many graded books, lest that offend you.
Later, can you show one of your recent graded books that you just got in? It ties into something your dog did. Brandon, what time is it? It's 3:22 in the afternoon, Atlanta, Georgia time. That's real live.
All right, well, Chance, take me down small. Let's do box number 11.
All right, let's do box number 6.
Week 11. Number 11.
It's week 11, but no, it's
okay.
The number in the chat picks. Anyway, K. Moonen says, when a collection gets to a certain size, just the thought of organizing or categorizing it seems daunting. Indeed. And I already have to rebag my books. I bagged them in 2016 through 2018, and they're already, the bags, which were new at the time, are already starting to get warped, and they're doing their job. You can see a little bit of discoloration in the clear plastic. So can you believe that? I've got to rebag thousands of comic books, rebag and reboard, and I'm bagging and boarding this collection as I go too.
Well, you see, and that's the thing, like where you're really savvy, is we would go comic book hunting. You came prepared with new boxes, new bags, and new boards. Yep. So you were doing it as you acquired the books. but you
Right.
took the time to do it. I did not. So
It's taken so much patience too, not to go through these, so much willpower, not to see what I bought.
well,
back and
take
forth.
it away.
All right. Well, we're going to get started. I do, unfortunately, and just kidding, see Star Trek, DC Star Trek right here in the stack. But let's go. DC Star Trek. Let me take my my name off the screen so that you can see the books better. There. Okay. The lighting sucks today for some reason. Let me see if I can fix that.
So
There's a
what year was DC doing Star Trek?
It was between the motion picture, and it was right when Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan began. It really started in 1984. To answer your question, it was after The Wrath of Khan and The Search for Spock. It was right before The Search for Spock. Khan!
No, dude. The thing that always still freaked me out was
Ooh.
like those weird little worm things that they put in the people's ears.
Yeah,
the little bugs.
The larvae.
Yeah, they pulled up like the
beloved wife. It killed his
Yeah.
beloved wife. Khan was furious.
Yeah.
That's what reason he wanted revenge. This is Seti Alpha 5! Admiral Kirk. Admiral never bothered to check on her progress. And Madeline Rue played his wife in the original episode Space Seed, season 1 of Star Trek. And of course, everyone talks about how Chekhov didn't come along till season 2 original Star Trek, and it was a season 1 episode that introduced Khan. And so remember, he encounters Chekhov and puts that larvae in his ear, and he goes, "I never forget the face. I, of course, remember you." And it's like, but of course, there's 300 people in the Enterprise, so maybe off camera they bumped into him because he was never introduced in season 2 like a new crew member. He was just there. So whatever.
Right.
Look at this Star Trek book. This is a gold key, and I love that cover. Look at that alien babe or a cloud.
Ooh.
Look at the Enterprise. The lighting sucks today. I gotta see what's going. That's a little better, a little glare, but that isn't. And I love the little photo of Kirk and Spock. God dang it! I've got lighting.
Chance, do you have like your overhead light on?
No, I don't have an overhead light in this room or here. I don't.
Okay.
But I can adjust the lights. Let me adjust the lights somehow. I'll get it. But that looks a little better. But look at the Enterprise ship. That is just so cool. It's upside down. What does it say? The Companion. The Companion plunges the Enterprise into a starless void. Man, that's cool. In a bag and board. That is a cool one. 30-cent gold key. It started as a 12-cent book. I have issue 1 of Star Trek. It's a photo. Oh my God! Look at the back, Danny.
Oh.
Posters for sale.
Oh, very cool.
Comic Collectors Classics, now big volumes. Okay, no, they're like, I guess, treasury editions is what they are. Sorry, folks. It says 1977. So Star Wars was hitting the scene that year.
Did you mentioned that one was a gold key?
Gold key.
Like I think I got a couple of those. Like there's one with like some more like white sort of Yeti ape looking thing.
Yeah. These are the ones I like the best, the photo covers, like from the early issues.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That is cool with the Enterprise. I love the transporter room set. It's just so freaking cool.
And that looks really good in that bag.
Yeah, this is Mylar. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's well, and it's a good condition book. And there weren't that many photo covers. I think like the first dozen or 15 issues had photo covers, and then they started reprinting the same photo covers, like kind of early in the run. You know how Gold Key and Dell would do? They do reprints.
I like the font on the Star Trek.
Oh, I know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, Chance.
Oh.
We have a comic book tragedy.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just overacting. But this was from the collection, the Superman 3 movie adaptation, which I think is great. I think it's just a really cool little book. And Danny, look at this I found in this collection. The Pulp Fiction She-Hulk cover. It's a desired cover.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah. It's a tribute to Pulp Fiction. I think it's so awesome. Again, the lighting. There we go. If I tilt it, you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So,
the colors pop.
man, they sure do. And then also in this collection, I need to get to the ones I haven't found yet. That's the first one where Captain America picks up Thor's hammer, as we saw in Endgame, the movie.
Yep.
He was worthy. Steve Rogers of Thor's hammer.
Dude, that book was one that like spiked up and tanked.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, obviously you did not overspend on that book, but there was people that really did, and it's like, man, you were never gonna, you know, see that value of that being like $100 book ever again.
I've got to fix this lighting because people can't see. God, it's terrible. Adventures, Superman Adventures. Okay, let me go. Empty bag. Here's something. This is a Danny book. 30 Unexpected. Look at those heads in like a gum. Is that a gumball machine? Yeah, gumball's 5 cents. It's not gumballs. It's demon head.
So, Chance, are you gonna sell me that House of Secrets with like that weird skull melting ice cream cone?
Sure, maybe. Well, don't put me on the record because that's a cool cover. I've kind of fell in love with that book. I don't know, man. I mean, for you, just let me think on it. Let me think on it. I mean, you've done such good for me. It'd be a real dick move to say, nah. I think I'll hang on to it. Just let me think on it. Doesn't it look so much better in a bag and board? Oh, he's pissed. Danny, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just make sure you weren't.
No, I was trying to look at the demon heads in the gumball machine.
Oh yeah, let me put it back up.
Yeah, zoom it in. Closer.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's a skull head in there, and
so I wonder what happens like if you get the demon head as opposed to the gumball. Like, what do you get? Like, does it like grant you a wish or?
Got to read it and find out.
Oh yeah,
got to read it and find out.
That's the whole point behind compelling covers.
There's a lot of empty bags in here and boards, and it makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes you wonder. Unexpected with a demon with horns. It says it's titled "The Devil to Pay." It says he's dying. I'm helpless against the killer plague. Ooh, like COVID. Then he will help. Meaning this demon. Wow, that's something I want to read. There. The lighting is just awful. The devil to pay.
Well, and you always got to be, beware the help of demons because it usually comes with some price that you didn't see at the forefront. With like, yes, we can help you. We will, grant your desires. But then all of a sudden, like, there's something on the back end.
I know. Yeah. On the back end, I'm going to read it. All right. Let me just look at the chat. Kay Moonen said about the She-Hulk cover. I'm not a big She-Hulk fan, but that Pulp Fiction inspired cover is amazing. Empty bags return with a cameo. Indeed. All right. So there's that one. That's one I want to read. I'm going to set that one aside. Star Trek DC unbagged, unboarded. I got to quickly put that in a bag and board. God bless America.
So, Chance, since I've got you online, I sent you pictures about where
I'm listening.
Some company, and I mean, it was some weird independent company, the Left Hand Path or something, that they literally released a clear acetate, and they called it like the disappearing comic or the disappeared comic, and they sent these things off to CGC to get graded. And it was I sent you pictures, and it's literally like a clear acetate, and CGC graded those, and they graded like in a bunch of different grades. I guess it's a lark. I think it's kind of funny, to be like, here's the disappeared comic book.
Yeah. So more troubles, more scandals, more problems, huh? Then you talking about CGC, right?
Well, yeah, but I thought that was funny, though. I mean,
that
they actually did that. I mean, because clearly it's a gag. But I sent you the picture where somebody on eBay had like a 9.6 of this clear acetate and wanted $3,500 for it?
Look at this cover. That's crazy. Look at this cover. This guy's got
Super! Not anymore!
He stomped his head. This demon is stomping. Check. This demon is stomping. Can you hear me? Stomping his head. Hello?
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay. I hit an incorrect button. I thought I might have screwed.
Yeah, it was a little heavy on the reverb there.
That should be fixed now. All right. Green Lantern.
Now that actually looks like the Golden Age Green Lantern.
It is special 50th anniversary issue. Good eye. Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern returns.
Boom. Danny nailed it.
You nailed it. That's why you're here. No bag and board. Issue 24. It's a real thick, like triple-sized issue. Oh, boy.
Hey, Chance, go back and look at that. Is that like a movie adaptation one? That triple-sized Star Trek?
No, because I found all of those.
Okay.
Star Trek. It's a 40, featuring a 40-page epic by Howard Weinstein, Gordon Purcell, and Arn Starr.
Okay.
It's the 25th anniversary of Star Trek issue. So what would that be? 66 to 76, 86, 1992? 1992. October 91, it says, is the cover date. It would have been out then in July 91. Oh, and look at the back. Child's Play 3. There's Chucky.
Yeah. What was the one with the bride of Chucky?
That was Jennifer Tilly. She was in that. She's smoked. She was. Well,
Yeah. She was a charmer back in the day.
Remind me of that Becky Pitt girl, who kind of reminded me of Phoebe Cates when she was years ago.
Chances on the move. He's in search of better lighting or a sandwich.
I had to get a Silver Age bag and forth. This bad boy.
There he is.
There we go. So much nicer. I don't like these bags because they have self-adhesive tape, and I just like to tape it. I don't like to use that stuff. I know I'm wasting tape, but I get this stuff for cheap. Anyway. Okay, guys and girls, we're at Captain America. That's a more modern book, but it's kind of a cool cover.
Mm.
All right, let me keep going. I do see some Bronze Age 20-cent books coming up. There's a Hawkman book. There's Captain America and Hawkeye. Okay. Oh, this is probably a collectible book. Superman Adventures. I love the art. I love Batgirl there. It's like very neat looking. Put that aside. Oh, good. Issue 29 in my collection. Ooh, and I see one I've been looking for, and it's bent. I got to fix it. Oh, Danny. Shogun Warriors 19 with the Fantastic Four. And that's you got to be careful. Careful, but I can press it out.
Well, and Chance, congratulations on let's plug your eBay store. You sold that lot of Shogun Warriors, including issue number 1.
It didn't sell for crap though. It sold for I think like $11 or something.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna tell him.
That was the least successful one of all. I couldn't, and that number 1 was in nice shape. That guy was in Seattle, Washington, who bought that. And he just got it yesterday. I shipped it over a week ago. It took forever to get there. I shipped it last Monday, and he just got it yesterday. Everyone else got their stuff that I shipped that Monday morning.
Well, I mean,
there. That's better. Look, Danny, I fixed it. Look, there's no color break. No, there's no crease. I'm lucky. And now it's properly stored. Yay!
What was the final on the Amazing Spider-Man lot with the first appearance of Black Cat?
200.
Above 200.
I think the 6 books, $260, and it was in rough shape. It had some like mold that looked like in it or something, and the back cover was chewed. But I mean, they were happy with it, and I went to Miami, Florida.
Low grade is better than no grade.
That's right. And the other books were in really nice, most of them, except for the second appearance of Black Cat. It's a shame. The two books you want the most were in the least best condition in that 6-issue lot, but it was issue Amazing Spider-Man 192 through 190, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. That's what it was. All consecutive. All right, there's an Action Comics. Yeah, kind of uninspiring cover. Guys, I don't know what's up with my lighting. It really looks like poop. I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. All right, there's that. The Superman movie, by the way, is filming in Ohio, in Cleveland, Ohio, and has been for a couple of weeks now. I wish it would come back to Georgia. There's Flash Gordon.
I think I saw like an article where like some stunt driver on a motorcycle was injured on the set.
Yeah, that was reported at Superman homepage .com. Empty bag. Yeah, that's true. I mean, allegedly, reportedly. No bag, no board. Star Trek. Oh dear. Let me hurry because I got to get to Costco by 6 o'clock. They close at 6, and I need to get there and do something with my membership to Costco. And it's right up the street, though. All right, there's that. And let me keep going. I'm just going to bag any that are unbagged as I go along. All right.
So what's going on in the live chat right now, Chance?
In the what? In the chat?
Yeah.
K Moonin says, awesome that Shogun Warrior didn't have a color break. Almost a miracle considering the bend that it had. Indeed. Hello to Sarah in Southern California. She's here, Danny, watching.
Sarah!
Brandon says, I got a Deadpool poster in my room. Very cool. All right. Yeah, that movie. What do you think, Danny? Do you think it's going to be any good? It'd be the first Disney Deadpool movie.
I have very high hopes for it. I think that the fact that like they are making it like the only theatrical release this year, and the money that they've lost for a number of the recent projects, I really hope it crushes it. I hope it course corrects. And basically gives a movie to the fans that the fans want to see. Because that's what I want. I want to be entertained.
The real reason, another reason they didn't do one, but one this year is because of the Writers Guild of America strike, the Actors Guild of America strike, and then COVID protocols were ending. And they just wrapped Thunderbolts right here in Georgia. That just finished. And the new Captain America movie was filmed here with Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. How about that? Harrison Ford is entering the MCU, Marvel Comics universe. But Danny, yeah, so you're I'm sorry, I was listening, but I heard half of what you said when I was moving around. You think it will be good because it's the only movie out, and so there's a lot of pressure to make sure it pleases the fans.
No, I think that Disney has lost so much money with recent projects where they were maybe moving away from what the fans actually wanted to see. And I hope that this will course correct for them to this talk about superhero movie fatigue. And it's like, well, no, you just need to put out a product, that your fan base wants, and then the money will be there.
Agreed. Look at that. And the thing is, the only thing I've been saying this for a long time. All right. I like that Wolverine has his chops for the first time. At least Hugh Jackman as Wolverine has the sideburns to the full. But here's the thing. Iger, this is a while back, though. In 2017, Iger, the head of the CEO of Disney, issued a statement that moving forward, there'll be no tobacco products used in Marvel or Star Wars productions. So Wolverine smokes cigars, right? We saw it in the first X-Men movie. From the get-go, he's smoking a cigar when he fights Sabretooth, right? So it's a little thing like that. I hope that they bend because it is an R-rated movie. And
I think in the first X-Men movie, when they show Wolverine like in the ring, he's like off to the side smoking.
He is. He's smoking.
Now, like to me, it's a missed opportunity because I don't know what comic book issue this is, but there's something where like Kitty Pryde has some dialogue with Logan about smoking, and he's like, "Well, dude, I got a healing factor." So it's like, how you could turn that into a great anti-smoking public service announcement to be like, Wolverine's like, you don't got my healing factor, bub. You're probably gonna die of cancer, but I won't because I'm a mutant,
My lungs regenerate. I can't get cancer.
and you won't.
Yeah.
So hey, kids, don't do like Wolverine does, bub.
Hey, the Lady Pop Hunter. That's half of Open by Chance. That's her other YouTube channel. Her and her husband have an awesome YouTube channel. They go to all the comic conventions and the toy conventions and even the vinyl conventions, and they film a video. Then they show at the end of the video what they bought or traded for at the conventions. David and Lady Pop Hunter, they're awesome.
Lady Pop
Please
Hunter-
link them up, will you? My moderators, please link Lady Pop Hunter and Open by Chance. No relation to me, Chance Bartels.
and Lady Pop Hunter is the one that likes, like, I don't want to say like bondage covers, but like,
right.
there's something about like weird violent covers or something.
She likes covers with the Klan, meaning the KKK, unfortunately. Bots. I'm talking about a comic book.
Right.
And she likes romance titles. She doesn't like Spider-Man. She likes drug covers too. She likes like the Green Goblin drug overdose cover, issue 96, not approved by the Comics Code Authority, by the way. I think that's the only time in Marvel history those 3 books, issues 96, 97, and 98 of Amazing Spider-Man, did not have the seal approved by the Comics Code Authority because of drug use, but it was a cautionary tale. Kids don't do drugs, or you could be like this guy, dead on the street. Right?
See, back to like what I was saying, like if they did like a Wolverine public service announcement where he was smoking, but then like got shot in the head by a bullet.
Oh,
like,
whoa! Something. I don't know if you watch the news. We don't want to. Okay, I get your point, but that's kind of a bad timing on the analogy. Look at this. They're wishboning Superman. It says, "With friends like these, who needs enemies?" That would be the rest of that expression. But look at that. They're literally. Well, that wouldn't work though. They don't. Superman. He must have been hit with kryptonite or something because he could tear them limb from limb. Anyway, whatever. Batman's got no powers. What's going on here? Anyway. Okay. Check it out. Man Thing issue 5, volume 1.
Oh, dude. Hold on.
No bag, no board.
Hold on before you move past this. Oh man, like when they did the gold, like not golden records, but like there was like I don't know, like when Marvel Comics, like they did a record with a comic book.
Golden, yeah, I'll go get one. Yeah,
that was one of them. That issue with the clown was one of them because I actually had it. There's another one where it's like it's like Captain America and the Falcon and like not Firebrand, but like something like above some vat of I don't know acid or something, and it was like like read along, and so like you put it was like a 45 record. It wasn't like a full record, and you put the little 45 on, and it was being acted out, and you could read along like with the story, but that Man Thing with the clown, that was one of them, and they did do tons, but that was actually one of them with and it's pretty sad because the clown is sad, and Man Thing, if you have fear, you burn at his touch. But like
hold it up again. I'm trying to find one of those records. I mean,
yeah, no, but like that was one of them. I'm telling you, man.
I believe you. No, there's no debate. I believe you. And this is in really nice shape. Look, no bag board. Look at the back. I mean, it's immaculate. Look, no dings, no spine ticks, no fold creases. Ooh, this is a nice one. God, I mean, the back, the color, it looks like new. I got to put that in a bag, and it had no bag or board, or it might have been one of the ones I found. But gosh darn it, I have. And hey, they did the Amazing Spider-Man first appearance of Man-Wolf. No, is it Man-Wolf? J. Jonah Jameson's son. John Jameson, Man-Wolf. Yeah, and they did a record on that book too. Look how much better it looks and presents. Look right there. Night of the Laughing Dead. The clown.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
You're a keeper. Okay. Oh, Danny book.
Ghosts.
No bag, no board.
Look at that dude. Look at that artwork.
That's pretty cool.
The Phantom Decoy, Feathered Furies of Death, The Deadly Dream of Enrico Caruso.
Okay, what's the cover price on this? Like 20, 25
30
cents?
cents. 30 cents, but they went higher than Marvel did. So this might be Marvel's 25-cent era because they would always increase their prices first.
So it's probably like 1977.
Oh, let's open it up and see. The back is perfect again. Golly. 1977, you nailed it. May 77, so that would have been February 77 in real time. Yeah. For those that don't know, these books are always 3 months ahead of actual street time for circulation purposes. And the reason was, it was like, think milk. You know, there's an expiration date. It was basically the expiration date. If it gets to be May and this is still on the shelf, shame on you, stock boy. You got to take it off the shelf and replace it with a newer edition. Ooh, and it barely fits in this modern. You remember how the books, they were bigger, of course, in the Silver Age.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, in the Golden Age, they were way bigger. And but then there was a time where it was kind of like in between, like in the Bronze Age. You know, they were kind of in between the Silver Age and the modern age size. You know, just for like a couple months, it was like, you know, it was slowly shrinking.
Dude, that looks really good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, look at that artwork. I love
Yeah,
that.
no.
Do you have something you can talk about real quick while I try to find that record while it's on my mind? Or no? I don't want to put you on the spot. Do you want to tell your story about what your dog did, that folks that don't know that story? Or no? Or do you want
I mean, it'd be better if I had like, hold on.
Okay.
Just give me like 30 seconds.
All right.
I'm just gonna pull a couple. I'm gonna pull a couple graded books
Okay.
and put the link backwards, man. All right. Oh, damn.
Play at your own risk.
Hey, Chance.
You backstage? Is that what you're saying? What? Yes, sir.
Go to your live chat to see if anybody wants to play the, you know, like where we're like pull a comic book.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
we'll do that later.
Right to left. Like,
Do you want to do that? Do you want to do that now or later? Let's do it later, huh? Or do you want to do it now?
Well, I mean, you were saying I needed to kill some time. So,
Kill some time. Okay, yes, and I do. So now, while you're there, let me make you big. Danny, take it away.
Take it away.
Well, you see, I won't see Chance's, thing. So, all right. So Chance wants me to kill some time. So, all right, we'll do that. Welcome to an extended version of the Kraken Slayer comics via the Nostalgic Podblast with your host Chance and your guest host Danny. So I just went and pulled some books because Chance wanted me to kill some time. Now, my channel is janky. I am not tech superior like my brother Chance. So I'm not going to like flip the screen and and do some magic. So I just grabbed 4 books while Chance is finding the record to make this compelling video. So
I found the record, but keep going. I'm back. Keep going. Keep going. This is cool.
So Chance knows this book.
I do. That is the first appearance of Iron Fist.
In Marvel Premiere.
Number 15.
I'm pretty happy with that 5.5. I can live with that. See, Chance, my lighting's not much better than yours. So don't beat yourself up, buddy.
All right.
You know? Danny grabbed a bigger boy book. Yeah. And I could like get the protective cover off. All right, well, I'm just gonna say,
Oh, that's the first Deadpool.
yeah, we were talking about Deadpool, so like that works. Sorry about all the. I mean, the big dude is a 9.2, so clearly the glare is on the bag. this book got really, really hot with speculation. It's kind of died down a little bit. So for me, tips and advice to newer collectors, I would suggest getting this book now if you don't have it.
Right. Ooh, you've been talking about this one for a while. First appearance of Mephisto, the demonic villain of the Silver Surfer,
Yeah.
and Thor.
5.0. I'll take that. So hey, Chance, this is like weird synchronicity because like you pulled this book. Here's my copy. Godzilla #1.
Nice.
9.4.
Nice.
My mom actually, I saw this in ads in the back of Marvel Comics, and I love monsters and I love Godzilla, and so like I wanted it, and so I think I had to go to the mall with my mom, and she's shopping for purses and doing stuff, and so she's like, Danny, if you're like a good boy, like I'll get you a comic book, and we went to like 3 or 4 different convenience stores before we found that. Oh, well, I'm just gonna leave it on this.
Oh, hang on. Let me make you big. Make you big. Let me go. There you go, big boy. Oh yeah, I love that flying saucer cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now,
what year is that from? 1950 what?
1954. 5.5. But I really love the wording on this, where it's like EC challenges the U.S. Air Force with this illustrated, factual flying saucer report. Roar. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like the Air Force at the Pentagon was like, oh no, this comic book company is challenging us. What shall we do? How shall we react to this? But like, nah, dude, I love this. Like I said, I'm not pulling out the bags. So, my stuff's glaring too, Chance.
Yeah.
So,
not that bad. All right.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Look, Danny, here's a record album. This isn't a 45. This is a 33 and a third. Amazing Spider-Man. And it's the Man Wolf that we talked about a moment ago. 124 of Amazing Spider-Man. And look inside, there's the comic book, there's the record.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? I'm going to listen to it.
So
nice shape.
So it was J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Yeah, he was an astronaut. And he picked up a moonstone.
And he finds that red stone on the moon.
Yep.
And I guess breaches protocol and collects up the red stone, brings it back to Earth, turns it into a pendant. Right?
Yeah.
And so then when the moon comes out, he becomes Man Wolf. Is that right? Am I remembering?
You're right. And remember that Spectacular Spider-Man annual with him on the cover? You had that book. Yeah. You traded it to me, and it was from 1981. I think it's Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man annual 3, I want to say. Oh, here's a nice Flash Gordon comic book. Look at Ming. No bag, no board. I'm going to fix that right now. The Game of Death. A Game of Death. Flash and Warlord Moran stalk each other in a game of death. It's like, I guess, Most Dangerous Game type story.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Gordon's alive.
Brian Blessed, the Hawkman. I love him. Character.
See, like Chancellor voice. I was thinking of like who runs Bottom Town? Master Blaster runs Bottom Town.
Remember these? Did you ever order the sea monkeys?
Yes, I did.
Yep, they're just shrimp.
Yeah, they're little brine shrimp.
Yeah. Sea monkeys. What a ripoff.
Oh. Like life has disappointed me a lot worse than brine shrimp. Because at least they were alive. Like they kind of moved around. It was kind of cool.
Look at that! Look at that serpent head, painted cover. Whoa! There we go.
Flash, savior of the universe.
This collection has had doubles. Not many. It had 2 of these with the serpent head. I got 2 of them from this collection.
It's too bad it's not a double cover of the double serpent head.
I should send one to Danny Staten. Let me see here because he liked that cover. Quick comment check. K Moonin said back about that Man Thing. This one, Man Thing
With
5.
the clown.
Yeah, he said it's astounding that without a bag or a board, that Man Thing comic survived in such beautiful shape. I agree. It's incredible. Getting caught up on the comments. And to you, Danny, K Moonin says, yeah, I would certainly say the first appearance of Deadpool is a big book. It is. And it's only getting stronger. And Danny in South Carolina says, I got Godzilla issue number 2. And to you, Danny, K Moonin says Godzilla number 1 and 9.4 is just amazing. And not just because I'm a huge fan of Japanese IPs. All right. 80s is the best.
Well, I mean, Chance has even referred to it in this video, what he calls Danny books.
Yes.
I love superheroes. But I love monster stuff. And some of them have turned out to have some value, some have not. But I love them all.
Oh, I was looking for that.
Oh, what'd you find, Jen?
I'll tell you, so there's a 20-cent unexpected, which was probably 15-cent in the Marvel age of comics. Let me see what year this is. I'm going to guess 1970. Nope, August of 72. Yeah, Marvel was 20 cents in 72 as well. I don't know which one was first, though.
Like,
this lighting is going to drive me nuts.
You were like 1 year old in 72.
You were?
I was born in 69, bro.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let me see here. You're right. I would have been this. I would have been 1, I think.
That's what I said.
May 72. Right. It came out. This was out in May of 1972. Will it fit in this bag? It will not. But this one will. It doesn't have a bag. Brave and the Bold. Oh, Christmas cover. People collect Christmas covers. There's Santa.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Christmas tree and a wreath. And it says, the night the mob stole Xmas. I hate it when stores say Xmas instead of Christmas. That's just me. But this lighting is just going to drive me nuts. All right, there we go. That's a little better. God, what did I do? All right, let me...
Oh, dude, is the back cover is like that Daisy rifle thing? What's that kid working on?
It's a model kit.
Oh, okay.
It's a Corvette.
All right. Because they did a lot of like Daisy BB gun ads on the back of 70s covers.
Yeah, they did. Ooh, man, what am I doing with this lighting? Let me just try to make an adjustment. It's terrible. On. Danny Staten says, I don't know if he's talking to me or the other Danny when he keeps saying Danny books, but we seem to have the same love on monsters. Yeah, Danny Staten likes the monster books just like you do, Danny Cochran. You guys have that in common. All right. Hang on. I got to grab a Silver Age. I'm just going to get a stack so I don't have to keep getting up. Let me take this comment off. That's funny, Danny. Oh, yeah. And he liked that $6 Million Man comic. There was a comic where Steve Austin, Danny Cochran, is in the Everglades and that pretty blonde's in the background and he's fighting an alligator with a knife. Yeah, and Steve Austin has bionic power. Is going to take him on with a knife. That was cool. Hang on. Be right back, folks.
Oh, Chad. One would imagine he'd be better prepared with his bags and boards and tape. And
there we go.
All right, he's back.
I am back. Oh, look at the back. Dig these.
Dude, that looks waffled. Like, what's up with that in the corner? Like,
huh? Oh. It's useless. I don't know what's up with this lighting, folks. I apologize. I don't get it. Hang on. Take that off.
Danny, that's how.
Danny. Okay. That's how he feels about the confusion between the two Dannys. She's just saying, Keebler, who's in Texas State, says, Danny, that's how I feel when Chance and Open by Chance are together. I can't say Chance. Okay. Look what this says. Voodoo. That's only superstitious nonsense. Nobody believes it can kill. And this guy's flying out the window. Dude.
Very superstitious.
All right, let's keep going. Keep going. World's Finest.
It's modern.
Batman, yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's got a cool cover. All right, here's a Web of Spider-Man 116. All right, I'd like it. Web of Spider-Man 115. Here's 114 of Web of Spider-Man. I know K-Pop, Junki, Katie in Michigan State, she likes these Web of Spider-Man books. She was telling me. She was my co-host.
Yeah, just like the last book. I mean, not the, no, the one with the yellow background.
Let me get it. Yeah.
There is something about Spider-Man covers to me, whether it's like, 129 and there's like an issue with like the lizard, earlier issues, like where J. Jonah Jameson is like in the weird like robot thing. It's like the all yellow against the red of the logo of Amazing Spider-Man. Those things always look really cool to me.
Yeah. Hey, thanks to the new subscriber here. Hopefully subscribe to you too, Danny. Comics Embraced is in the house as I just subscribed. Great content, Comic Brothers. Nice to meet you. And I'm going to resubscribe to you. You subscribe to me, I've subscribed to you. That's how I roll. NBA Jam. Web of Spider-Man. Web of Spider. Oh, look at this. There's a nice lizard cover.
Love the lizard.
Me too. And as you pointed out, it was kind of odd. He was introduced in issue 6 of Amazing Spider-Man, which I have, and they didn't use him until like issue 47 or something. 44 of Amazing Spider-Man.
Well, it's also interesting to me, like issue number 6.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
They did the Spider-Man like it was like in pink. Like the label Spider-Man.
Right.
Was in pink.
Right.
And I don't know if they ever used that again or why they chose to use it there.
That's cool. Kate Newton has that Web of Spider-Man with Gambit. Yeah, I'm listening, Danny. Sorry. Keep going.
Cool.
Let me pull that up to make the comment make sense. Yeah, this one. Kay Moonen has this book. Okay, cool. That's neat. Let's keep going. We're not even halfway through this box. This must be the Web of Spider-Man box. I'm going to bring Sarah on later after you sign off, Danny, for a little bit. And I got to get to Costco before 6. That's just under 2 hours from now, so I better hurry along. Let me keep going.
Well, yeah, I mean, and I promised my lovely and amazing wife that I would not be
too long
engaged.
Gotcha. Well, I promised you I'd keep this under 90 minutes in terms of unboxing, so let me try to pick up the pace.
That's kind of cool.
World's Finest. Oh, look, all bent up. Bad. Superman cover. Oh, man. Wonder Woman is on there, too. But I got to do something. I got to put that one aside and try to rescue it. Here's a weird war book. That's a Danny book. Danny likes not just monster books. He likes war books, too. Or did, anyway, when he was, I think you still do. But
no, I've been looking to, like, Chance, do you know the character of the Unknown Soldier?
Yes.
Like, where he's all, like, in bandages and stuff?
Yeah.
I was like, why don't I own his first appearance? And it seems like it was like in a Sergeant Rock comic book. And I will be adding that because I love that stuff.
Danny Staten's telling me to slow down. Okay, well, I will slow it. There's a Venom and Carnage taking on Spider-Man. Maximum Carnage. Okay, yeah. Part 10 of 14, a big crossover event. That's too many parts, don't you think, Danny? 14, they were really milking it.
Yeah.
There should be no more than 6. Yeah, here's part 6 of 14. Speaking of 6,
well, I mean, the Secret Wars original was 12 issues.
Correct.
And I remember thinking like, dude, this stuff is going to be worth so much money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously the number 8
Mm-hmm.
has.
There's a foil cover 100. Yeah. Number 8. That's the first black costume, or at least the origin of the black costume. First is Amazing Spider-Man 252 and Marvel Team Up 141, I believe.
And the 252 is an homage.
Wasn't it brilliant, Danny, how they told that story? It was brilliant marketing because it was a flashback. Secret Wars was a flashback. Like they blip, basically. 1 month, Spider-Man has his normal costume, issue 251. Then 252, they do a takeoff on the classic Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko Amazing Fantasy 15 cover. And you see Spider-Man with a black costume. It's like, where did this come from? Well, you had to buy the Secret Wars miniseries to find out. Only issue 1 and 8 are really valuable. I think 1's going to start to climb as the movie approaches. They're doing Avengers Secret Wars. You knew that, though, right?
Yeah.
And Web of Spider-Man number 98. Web of Spider-Man number 97. Here's a painted cover, Web of Spider-Man 96. That's a cool cover.
Who's on the motorcycle? Is that Ghost Rider?
No. It is Johnny Blaze. You know what? Guest starring Ghost Rider. Yeah, because you see his skull in the back. I totally missed his skull. Yeah, that's him in human form.
Danny for the win, part 3.
Huh? Yeah, Danny, you are on fire today. Hello to Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Fractured History and More. I think she's in Florida State. There's Brandon up in Canada. Says Nostalgic Podblast is the world's greatest YouTube channel. We subscribers love your content, Chance. Well, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you. I don't know about the world's greatest, but I'd like your compliment. I can watch this while I'm eating. I can't really talk with a mouthful, says Danny Staten. Okay. Tracy says, more or less, I love comic book art because it's still done by hand. And for the most part, it's gorgeous and it's colorful. Absolutely. Well stated, Tracy. I love that. I don't think I have that one in my collection. I might.
I mean, it's too bad that your subscribers can't see some of the comic books that you made. I mean, not so much comic books, like panels of stuff.
Well, we did a comic book. We did the origin of Eddie, the Iron Maiden mascot.
Wait. That has value. The Hobgoblin.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. And it's a gun cover, too.
So Chance did a series of drawings, a rudimentary comic book of the Care Bear Slayers.
Yep.
And he basically did it like to upset his younger sister who loved the Care Bears.
I was a bad brother, yeah.
Well, no, but it was funny. And so it was like, some maniac with like a spear with like a Care Bear's head on the end of it.
Yeah, like 3 Care Bear heads on a spear, yes.
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
Oh, and I love these covers.
And I think hologram. If you try to sort of copy letterhead, you're like 12 Care Bears, 6 Slayers, roar,
I got in trouble in 6th grade by Mr. O'Leary. I drew a comic called Angel Slayer, and he thought I was actually a devil worshiper. And I said, no, it's just a joke. It's just a comic character. He was trying to psychoanalyze me. What does Angel Slayer mean? Why did you name him Angel Slayer? Anyway.
Because it was clever.
It's a terrible concept, isn't it? Some dude that's just killing. Angels are supposed to protect us. I mean,
biblically, they actually didn't. They did a lot of awful shit. Like when God wanted to turn a city into salt, I was like, angels are like God's thugmen,
K-pop, if you're watching, K-pop junkie, this is the Web of Spider-Man box, apparently, and we might count down to number 1. I mean, that seems like the entire run. Katie, are you out there? I don't see her in chat. Tracy, thank you. Let's see here. Please link Tracy. Would you please, Keebler or Sarah? One of my wonderful, fabulous mods. I would like to link Tracy's channel because someone's asking. Brandon's asking to find her channel. K-pop is epic. Danny, she interviews. You should subscribe to her. She interviews artists and writers, and she helps with Kickstarter campaigns. And she's easy on the eyes too. Her name's Katie. And she goes by letter K, letter P, letter O, letter P, underscore JUNKI or Y. I always forget that. I think it's with an I. Anyway.
Wow, that sounds like a very interesting combination.
Yeah.
Underscore this, like, hashtag on Bookburger.
Will you please link K-pop also, because she was on last week. If you can. I'm sorry, mods. I'm not trying to be
symbol for boron.
You know what, driver? I don't even want to say the word. There we go. 177, 77, 76. I mean, these are in nice shape. No backing board, but they're in relatively new bags. There's issue 75 of Web of Spider-Man. There's issue 74 of Web of Spider-Man. Oh, man. There's issue 73 of Web of Spider-Man. With the
Human Torch.
Yep. They always would battle. Going back to, little trivia. Strange Tales Annual 2 is actually like the fourth appearance of Spider-Man, because it was out in between Amazing Spider-Man issues 2 and 3. It predates the first appearance of Dr. Octopus. And in terms of the chronological order, so what would that be? Amazing Phase 15's first appearance, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's the fourth appearance of Spider-Man in Strange Tales Annual 2. And the Human Torch and it's the first time they meet and they battle. And it's on the cover and everything. And it's kind of bad art, though, on the cover by Jack Kirby.
But yeah. I'm sure you have it, Chance.
I do have it. You know
I
that.
Know. Well, yeah. I'm surprised you're resisting the urge to pull it out.
Because it's underneath a bunch of boxes. It would not be easy to get to at the moment. Or I would. It's a great book. Underrated book. And it's from...
Wait. Who's that character in the middle? Like
1963. Huh? In the middle? Tombstone.
I don't know him.
Oh, yeah. He's a big villain for Spider-Man.
Nothing can stop me now.
Is he like rip off of Solomon Grundy and the DC universe and good Green Goblin cover in Super Friends cartoon show.
That almost looks like a remake of like ASM 17.
Yes.
They kind of reverse it, but like we're like an ASM 17.
Yeah.
Like if you pull that up, like that looks really
17.
close.
I know what you're thinking. 17 is the second appearance of Green Goblin. You're thinking of like I think it's it's in the 20s.
23.
Yeah.
23.
That's
it.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Yeah, where he's like around the like there's like a weird pipe structure.
Hold that thought. Let me make you big. I'm gonna pull that book out. The original. Hold on a second. There you go.
So like I think it's the third appearance of Green Goblin, and Spider-Man is like there's like this weird like pipe structure, and he's like kind of upside down, like how he was there, and Green Goblin's like over here and throwing his pumpkin bombs. And I'm gonna go like I've talked about this before. I was not a fan of how the Green Goblin has been represented cinematically, where it's an iron mask or whatever. It's like I want the Green Goblin. There it is. Yeah, side by side.
Nice copy from my collection. Issue 23. So you nailed it. Let's hold them up side by side. And that was another brilliant observation by Kraken's Lair Comics, my guest, Daniel Cochran. There we go. Well, there's a terrible glare.
Yeah, no, dude, your 23 looks sweet.
It is.
It looks sweet, man.
Super sweet. It's like minty fresh, man.
Goblin
gangsters.
That's nice.
Oh, man.
Good pull, man.
Yeah.
I mean like Chance, what was the year on that?
Of the Spider-Man, that is 1965. Let me open it up. No,
you don't have to do that. But I mean, like, dude, for like people watching it, it's like that's an old book, man.
Look at the back cover.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get it graded.
Ooh.
I mean, and it is 19. It is January 1965, beginning of 1965.
Wow.
Goblin and the Gangsters.
Oh, that's so nice.
Third
And I
appearance.
will, a chance, and I will at this point
My favorite character. Go ahead.
give you a little nod about like where you're like not about having books graded. Mine is, and so where you can actually look at the artwork, I get that appeal. I'm not a purist about grading books. I'm not a purist about keeping books raw, but like being able to like to see just like you, like here's the front cover or here's the splash page. I get that because I do love comics and I do love the artwork. And while I'm not there to smell it, I can appreciate it. So.
Well, I think that's cool. I did not even make that connection. You're absolutely right. It's a tribute cover to issue 23 of Amazing Spider-Man. That's exactly what that is.
Well,
65. Yeah.
I'm about to have to tap out here, man.
64. Okay. Danny Staten, now can you come up? We're not even halfway through this box. If you want to, just let me know in chat if you're still out there. Are you you don't have to be on camera if you know. Does anybody in chat want to be my co-host when Danny leaves, or should I just do this by myself? I'll let the viewers decide.
Well, I mean, I don't want to leave you alone, man. Like,
that's okay. I do it all the time. It's okay.
Well, I know, and then it's gonna be like a 5-hour long video.
No.
You're like, well, yeah, you gotta get to Costco.
I would ask Sarah, but she's not a comic book person, but she is willing to learn. So that's good. But no, I want someone that knows about these books. Anyone that's watching live that wants to be my co-host when Danny has to leave. Jeff, Logan, are you out there? Anybody? But Danny Staten, it's yours. You get first right of refusal. So let me know. Are you up for this? Oh, Danny. X-Men's. I see X-Men's. Hold on. Before you leave. All right, Web of Spider-Man. Let me hurry to these. Web of Spider-Man 56. Remember this character, the Rocket Racer? Was that not a 1970s type thing or what? With a skateboard?
Who was the dude that would have like the?
He's a black character too, which was cool.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. John Byrne X-Men. There's 138.
Cyclops leaving.
I wonder when I was going to hit some X-Men's.
That has value.
And they all do. Oh, Death of Phoenix. Nice shape.
That's not Death of Phoenix.
You're right. 137 is. Well, she died. Well, all right. You're right. It's a double-sized issue. I knew that. But look at that cover. That's one of my favorite covers. Well, she's basically dead. Oh, it's a really nice shape. Yeah. Wait a minute. I know this isn't like a super valuable.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I got to ring it. It, man.
Do it.
Got to ring it. Let's keep going. Danny Wolverine is coming to the big screen again. And I love this cover right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice shape. That's a sentimental book. These used to be so red hot when we were kids in the 80s, and now they kind of cooled off, but these were like...
dude, what I love in the issue before this...
oh, yeah! First Dazzler! This is a hot book. Because I'm ringing the bell. Because there's a rumor that Taylor Swift is going to play. There's all the speculation that Taylor Swift is going to play Dazzler. They already did Dazzler in the terrible Dark Phoenix movie from a few years ago with a different actress. Oh my God, yes. First appearance. And that writing is on the bag, not on the book. Oh my God.
Let's look at it.
Oh yeah. It looks like it's a little sun faded. And the back, oh God, I got to fix that. It has a fold, but it's not broken. It's got a fold. This is a upper mid grade. It's not as beautiful as it looked. Let me put this in
6'5".
Yeah. I mean, I'm still excited. I sounded so dejected there.
Well, I mean, 6'5" is not bad.
No, it isn't. And and I have it already, of course, a sweet copy of my collection But this is one I think that has a lot of legs, and I think Taylor Swift. There might be some truth to the rumors that she's going to play Dazzler, and this book will be. That's the first appearance. I mean, she can sing. She's a mutant with like a powerful voice. Her character.
No, I mean, dude, that's $150 book, maybe more.
Even in this condition.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. But
no, it's in good condition. Look, it really is in good condition. Let me show it to you again. The more I look at it, the better it looks to me, especially when you present it the proper way. But this is one I think that in 5 years is going to be just like through the roof. First appearance of Dazzler. It's not bad.
Love and roller skates.
And it wasn't color breaking, so that could press out that little fold I just now fixed. That's great. All these X-Men are great. First Kitty Pryde and First Kitty Pryde, another hot book, and the first Hellfire Club, I believe.
Chance.
Yeah.
Chance. Look at the X. Is that signed?
No. It's in rough shape. I could probably. Oh, look, and it's got a little ad for the Star Wars Kenner figures, and the. I had this, man. I had the Cantina set, the remote controlled R2D2. It's in pretty bad shape. That's unfortunate. But
first appearance, Kitty Pryde. First appearance, Emma Frost.
That's it. Hang on, Danny. Before you sign off, I see more X-Men. Let me just grab one quick thing. Hold on, Danny.
Dude, you're gonna get me in trouble with my fucking I gotta go.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I know you want to see these X-Men's. That 130 is in much better condition than the first Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde, also known as what, Danny? A little trivia. I know you know her nickname. Remember? You read all these.
She had a few.
Sprite, like the soda pop. I thought that was a strange nickname for the character of Kitty Pryde, who was played on the big screen by former, now it's Elliot Page.
Well, dude, and then it got like really weird, like where she was like it was like not the cat, but like where she like went to hell and
yeah.
So she had a couple titles.
X-Men box. All right, let me keep going. Nice condition. This looks almost minty fresh. 128. Someone wrote $14 on the front, not on the book, on the bag. Okay, this is a hot box.
Dude, you might find the first Alpha Flight.
Oh, yeah. First Alpha Flight. I'd like to find Giant Size X-Men 1, too. There's 126. All right, let me keep going. John Byrne, Chris Claremont. These are hot books. There's issue 125. Again, that writing is just on the bag, not on the book. I love this cover. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
4. Holy smokes. This is a hot box. I love the character Arcade. He's kind of offbeat character.
Hey, Chance.
Yeah.
Comic book trivia. What was the first appearance of Arcade?
Of who? Of who? Arcade.
Yeah.
I want to say Marvel Team Up. I think
Yeah.
it was Marvel Team Up 66, I want to say. 65 was first appearance of Captain Britain. 66. Right. I have it right here. I think that's it. But he could have been an X-Men. Actually.
No, it was a Marvel team up with Captain Britain and Spider-Man.
Well, no, Captain Britain. Hang on, I got it right here. Wait a minute. Yeah, here it is. I pulled it right there. Boom. You're right, Captain Britain and Murder World. Yeah, Captain Britain was also introduced the previous issue. 65. I told you. You're right. And look at that. There he is. And this
Daniel's
from this collection. Sitting next to books I pulled from this collection already. Rom issue 1. First appearance of Rom. A Parker Brothers toy. Okay, let's get. I see Alpha Flight. Oh no, Alpha Flight, but Guardian was introduced in like 109, I think, before the rest of the team. The leader. Right. There's 120, Alpha Flight.
That's first cameo.
Yeah, and then 121.
That's first cameo, Alpha Flight.
There's issue 119. It's jumping around on me.
Mm.
This is the legendary John Byrne, Chris Claremont run of X-Men. Trivia for you: when was the first time? When's the first time that John Byrne drew X-Men? What issue and what title?
That exceeds my grasp right now.
It's kind of hard to guess. I'll just tell you. No, it was Marvel Team Up issue 53. Spider-Man and the Hulk, but the X-Men made an appearance, and he did a double truck piece of art when they showed up in their X-Men craft.
The Blackbird.
Yes. Oh, here, now we're hitting some annuals, so you never know if you find giant size X-Men 1, but there's X-Men Annual 6 from 1982.
Is that the one with Dracula?
Yep. Right there. Ooh, bad glare. Bad lighting, bad glare.
See, I nailed that.
You nailed it. And this was the same summer that you traded me Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16, first appearance of Monica Rambeau, the Black Cat Marvel, or Miss Marvel. Yeah. And that was that same summer that this came out, is my point. It was summer of 82. I think this is a key. I think that's a minor key. X-Men number 26. Maybe we'll find the first.
No, I recognize that cover, so there might be something to it that I'm just not aware of.
Now we're jumping to Superman.
All right, Chance.
Yeah.
I have to go spend time. I don't have to, but I want to go spend time with my lovely and amazing wife. And I promised her that she was like, Chance does like 3-hour videos. I was like, no. But
this is the 1 hour and a half mark, and I did tell you I'll keep it to under 90 minutes, so that's fair point. Cool. Danny Staton, do you want to take over? Let me know. Okay, bye, Danny. I'll let you out. Any final words?
Everyone subscribe to the Kraken's Lair comics.
Okay. Talk to you later, buddy.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
All right. And there's Danny, everybody. Okay. Danny Staton, if you want me on, you have to email. No, I'm going to put the link right here in the chat just for you, and then I'll take it out of the chat. There it is. Let me let the delay catch up. Danny Staton, there's the link. Made it nice and easy for you. And then Sarah, hang tight, Sarah. I'm going to bring you on too. I may have to I got to go to Costco today. God, I got to make this quick. Okay. I'm ready to hear greetings from South Carolina. Danny Staton. Hang on, folks. It looks like X has a new rule with StreamYard. X doesn't want to stream with StreamYard. So the hell with X. I'm going to just continue on with this box. Web of Spider-Man issue 54. That was a nice surprise. Those X-Men's. The first Dazzler. That's just going to continue to. That's something to hang on to. Keep going. I see Daily Dan. Hey!
Greetings from South Carolina.
I love it. It's a double Danny, a double dose of the Dannies today.
Boy, that a double dose of the Danny, that ought to put everybody in a coma out there in YouTube land.
That sounded like that was a bad impression of Burt Reynolds' laugh.
I know this Chance got real smart, and he waited till the other Danny left before he brought me on so he wouldn't collide. But I'm in a nice mood, and apparently he was too, so we probably would have got along today.
Hobgoblin cover. Oh, yeah.
I love the old Spider-Man stuff.
Let's see. Look at that chick. Necra.
That's pretty cool. You know, I'm not really familiar with her at all.
She's taking on Henry Pym, who is Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man. All right. Issue 45 of Web of Spider. Cool yellow cover. Like Danny was saying earlier about yellow. No, Sarah, I'm going to bring you on. We'll find time. Before Costco's, I could walk there practically. Costco's right around the corner. There's that. And here's issue 41, double-sized issue of Web of Spider-Man. Oh, no, it's 2 in the same bag. That's what. Oh, look at Mary Jane posing. Say cheesecake, the photographer's saying. What does it say? Cult of Love. As Spidey battles the cult of love, his wife, Mary Jane, poses for a lingerie catalog. Vanna White, look out.
I guess they were trying to attract a young male audience on that comic, right?
I guess so. And here's 39 and 40 of Web of Spider-Man in the same bag.
It's got a lot of them double bagged like that.
There were several in this collection. Yes, I never did that with my books, but you got to do what you got to do. So I'm not. No,
I've actually bought.
Yes. So here's another one. Here's another. Go ahead, Danny. Sorry.
I've actually bought them like that where they're double bagged, and I've just never took time to even take them out of the bag and move them around or nothing. I figure they won't get mixed up with the other ones if they're like that. If it's like part 1 and part 2 or something.
I love this. I hear you. I'm back. Hobgoblin with that little creepy skull emitting some sort of vapor or something. Let me see. Now here's 36 and 35. This is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man issue number 8. This cover, which was had 2 stories in issue 8. Another one where Human Torch and Spider-Man fought. First time they saw each other since Strange Tales Annual 2. And then there was one with the robot that went amok. And there it is. There's the robot. See that top circle? I guess they brought it back. It was like, I thought it was just a one-time thing. This robot goes berserk in Peter Parker's high school. All right. Here's issue 7. Look,
Fantastic Four or something another now.
Huh?
I saw something yesterday on Entertainment Tonight where they're doing a new Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they are. A movie. Yes.
I didn't pay much attention to it because none of the Fantastic Fours have been that great.
I know. This one's going to be shot in Europe, supposedly. Now we're in the world of Smallville. Ooh, look what they doing to that baby. Now that's kind of a controversial cover that Lady Pop Hunter would like. Chapter 3, Stolen Souls. I guess aliens are doing an experiment on a little toddler baby. That's weird, man. I want to read that. What are they doing to its little wee-wee?
I don't know, but I saw an episode of Star Trek where they had these little babies. They were turning into the Borg, and it kind of looked like that picture.
Hey, Woo. How you doing? All right, hang on. Let me get going. Ford Man Dead. We are under the halfway mark of this box. I got to pick up the pace. I got to get to damn Costco. All right, let me keep going. Smallville. Ooh. Listen to how these sound. These have been in this box for ages. A couple of Metropolis issues.
I don't think I've ever had a copy of Metropolis. I really don't.
Wolverine and Captain America. This guy loves Cap.
That's worth something. That's a key or something.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen it pretty expensive. Anything that's a team up with Wolverine stuff is really, really good.
And it's Wolverine 124. I've got like 20 copies of Wolverine issue 1 from like 1988. There we go. All right.
Ever since the Wolverine solo movies come out,
I'm setting you.
They went up a lot.
All right, now we're getting back to X-Men. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Well, there's 175. One of the many fake outs, Return of Dark Phoenix. After she died, Jean Grey. Here's issue 160. This is the first appearance. A minor key. First
just my luck. The other day he gets all the Star Trek, the Star Wars, the Godzilla, and the horror comics. I get X-Men.
Yeah. X-Men 159. This is after the John Byrne. Oh, this is an early appearance of Rogue, issue 158. Let's see what Woo's saying in the chat. Woo says the brass at the top didn't give him the go. Okay, they're talking about.
Oh man, somebody removed them comments from the chat. That's a comic book chat, not a politic chat.
There's Avengers, West Coast Avengers. Interesting. Look at that cover. Red.
Oh, now that's awesome, man. I love the way that's one of them raised covers. It's got the platform where you can feel it.
Yeah. Ooh. Lady Pop Hunter like this, a Hangman cover.
I'm pretty sure the raised covers are worth more money too. Or the special covers like that.
Wow. Let me keep going. Grab another stack. Okay, now we're getting to West Coast Avengers. Let me keep going. This girl got roughed up. No, she didn't. Okay, good. It looked like she had blood in her mouth or something, like she got popped. All right, there's that. And then Avengers West Coast.
Let me explain something real quick. I'm going to say something, but people's going to understand what I'm saying, but I'm not going to come right out and say it. I was on a live stream this morning, and the conversation went kind of political about current events, and immediately YouTube took the stream down.
Uh-oh.
So be careful what you say in chat, and be careful what you say on YouTube about current political events, because it can come back to bite you if you're trying to do a live stream.
Even the comments are being monitored. That's kind of scary.
And I actually saw one news channel, WNNC News, got their live stream took down for some of the stuff the newscaster was saying.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're being real ill about this events of recent political history. Did I put that real well, Chance? Did you like the way I worded that?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Let me find this War Machine cover Kay Moonan's talking about in chat. That Avengers, West Coast Avengers War Machine covers on my wish list. Where was it? Where did I find that? Where is it? War Machine. I don't see War Machine. Hang on, let me find it. This delay. I don't see War Machine. That's pretty good. Look at how bad this guy's getting beaten up. Are you there, Danny?
Oh yeah, I was.
Okay.
All amazing comic books that are endless, and you just keep going one after another every weekend, and I am so jealous of you.
Don't be jealous. There's no reason.
You got so much. I got nowhere near what you got, because I sold it all. I'd get collections, and I would keep them for a year or two, and then I'd sell them.
I'm selling, like as Danny pointed out, I have a eBay store or eBay account, _nostalgic_podblast, and I do 6 at a time. I try to list 6 because I can fit 6 into my shippers, my comic book shippers, and man, I package this stuff up so well. It would take a lot of effort to damage the books inside of my shipments. I mean, you'd have to probably run it over with a forklift. Or take a blowtorch to it or something. Something drastic.
Don't underestimate the United States Post Office.
It's true. And I start all my auctions at $3.99. I start very reasonably. And I'm only selling what I already have multiple copies of, or I've, one copy of. And
also, if you're mailing anything to Washington State, make sure you put tracking numbers on it, because Washington State is the worst post offices in existence.
You are psychic, because I was talking earlier. I did have a shipment that arrived Saturday. I mailed it Monday. I mailed a bunch of orders off on Monday, and everyone got them Wednesday except for Seattle, I think, or near Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, something like that. It was in Washington State, and I thought, why the hell hasn't it been delivered yet? And finally got it Saturday. Mailed it.
Dude, I mail packages and comic books to people all over the country every month. On the 1st, I mail out between 50 and 100 comic books or whatever when I go to the post office. And of everything, I mailed to Ireland, England, and Australia. And the only place on earth that has trouble getting comic books I mail out is Washington State. I got this one dude, 3 out of 10 times the packages have been completely lost or stolen. It's really horrible.
That sucks. And Kay Moonan's agreeing with you, Danny Staten.
I know the people in California. I named 3 or 4 people in California I send stuff to that never have a problem and always get it. It's California, for God's sakes.
Sarah, you know what? I never mailed the cards from my last chat. I'm bad. Usually I mail right away. I mail them. I've got to try to. I don't have time tomorrow to mail them.
You don't have a good memory.
Sarah, did you write down
mailing stuff?
I know I owe what's his name? Ben Compton 6 of those cards, and I owe someone else 6 of those Batman cards, and I have.
I don't know about the Batman cards, but I've been waiting on some kind of little pin for 3 months.
Oh, this one, and I've got several.
Did you keep 3 times? You said I'm going to send you this pin. I still ain't got it.
Let me put it next to the cards. There's the stack of cards that I need to get 10 out of for 2 winners at 5 each when we played trivia, 1970s trivia. That's bad. I should mail that out. I'm definitely going to mail it.
Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. You don't got to worry about that.
I'll mail the pin and the cards to the winners once I figure out who else I owe 5 cards to. I'll mail them on Wednesday because I'm slammed this week, but Wednesday I should be able to get them in the mail. Sorry about the delay, Ben Compton, if you're out there. And yeah, K-Moon, and like I said, agrees with you, Danny Staten. Says, very true, Danny. Never underestimate the United States Postal Service's ability to mangle a package.
So I can't afford to pay the extra on every package to get tracking numbers. So I only do that when it's something that's more expensive.
Right. Well, media mail comes with tracking. I mean, anything, I think, first class, even media mail will give you a tracking number. It used to be you had to get priority to get a tracking number. Remember?
Yeah,
that?
but if you do that book rate tracking number, you have no idea how difficult it is to track your packages that way. But if you pay for it, it goes in a special pouch.
I've not had a problem tracking. I'm not trying to be, Mary, Miss Contrary, Mr. Contrary, but I've been lucky.
I've had post office issues over the last 20 years. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah. Well, but lately, I've been really fortunate with the tracking.
Yeah, me too. Last 2-3 years, I have only one complaint: Washington State.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Have you seen the service? I'm sure you know that you go to USPS.com, put in the tracking number, and you can choose to have them email you anytime the package is scanned. And that's what I do. So I get all these emails letting me know where the package is and when the person received it. It'll email me. And I like that. And it's free.
I send the tracking numbers to my son, and I make him keep up with all that stuff and let me know what happened.
John Bernhardt. There's the Scarlet Witch with a different kind of hairdo. The witch is back. All right.
I love that.
Avengers West Coast 55. Here's a tribute cover to Fantastic Four issue number 1, which started the Marvel Age of comic books, the Silver Age of comics. FF1 actually hit the street in August of 1961 with a November 1961 cover date. And it was the Mole Man. He was the villain, and he had monsters coming out of the earth where he ruled.
Gee, I wonder where they got that idea from.
It could be Rod Taylor's The Time Machine movie, like the Morlocks or something. Or
no, I was thinking of the movie that was actually featured the Mole Men in it. That old.
Oh yeah. I like these villains, the UFOs. I'm a big fan of UFOs. That's an early rare appearance of these villains. They're anti-Fantastic Four. They're like an evil Fantastic Four.
Oh.
Look there. Any of these covers grab you, Danny? Or I know you're.
I love all these covers. I really do. Especially the ones that's got the kind of creature feature attraction to them. But like you said before, I'm more into the horror comics, anything but superheroes genre. But that's pretty cool right there, right?
Human Torch, I think so.
They all got that little bend in them now. You can probably.
He's an android. Yeah, that's the original Human Torch, who was like a robot, going back to the golden age of comics. Look at that. West Coast number 49. West Coast number 48.
I sold a whole set of them comics once.
West Coast number 47. Getting close to the first appearance of the White Vision. That's Vision. And he became duplicated. Here it is. It was a hotkey for a while. It's probably cooled off. It's probably ice cold by now. But it tied into the first Disney Plus streaming Marvel show. And I always blank out on the title because I want to say there was a mini series in comic book form called Vision and the Scarlet Witch. That's what I always want to say it was. WandaVision. WandaVision featured a white Vision, like just a solid white android. And there's the first appearance. I got to set this aside. This is a key and it's in really nice shape. I don't know if it's, it was never more than $100 in its height. So in nice condition. So I've got to do some homework on that, but it's still a key. First white. And it's a takeoff on Avengers issue 57 from 1968, the first appearance of Vision. I'll go get it as a visual aid. Should be easy to find really quickly.
How many more books you got left in the box?
About a quarter way. Not many more. Hang on a second. Let me find that Avengers. If I can find it easily, I want to do a side-by-side analysis of these books.
But while you're doing that, let me tell everybody out there in chat to be sure to check out our main man, Thrash. Pondo Pond, 7 o'clock Eastern tonight on YouTube. Maybe one of these really cool mods drop that link in the chat.
They should. He's a good man.
And then if you're still awake, around about 10 o'clock, Corey will be on at Corey's Comedy Channel doing his live stream, and I guarantee you that'll put you to sleep.
It sure will. He's a good man. I like Corey a lot. I tease. He's a good guy. And he's very helpful. He's very helpful.
I always give Corey a funny line.
Yeah?
Especially whenever I'm talking about his show.
Hang on. Where are you?
Yeah, he said it would take a minute.
It's here. Hang on. I got it right here. It's a great book. There it is. It's a key book. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Now, this is the first appearance of Vision. Nice condition. Let me take the comment off from K Moonin. And then there's the White Vision many years later in the 1980s.
So he's like a ghost now, right?
Say what?
He looks like the ghost of Vision.
Yeah, it's kind of like what he is. He's like a ghostly version. Let me open this one up and see if I was right about it being a book from 1968. Ooh, First Vision. I need to get it graded. First Vision.
Is it in real good condition?
Oh God, yeah. October 1968. So that would have been August of 68. No, July of 68. July, 3 months. July to August. July to August. No, July to August. Yeah, July of 1968 on real time. And that's the first appearance of the Vision, which John Byrne, one of my favorite comic book artists, did a tribute to when he brought us the White Vision. And Vision is an android, and I thought it was strange that Scarlet Witch is in love with the android. You know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of like she's making it with an SEX toy. I hate to say it, family show.
Oh my God.
Well, when you think about it, it's a human woman, a witch with a robot. That's creepy. I always thought that was creepy. What do you think, Danny? What's your opinion?
I don't know. What was that thing in that Iron Man movie they made that was made from AI intelligence? I can't remember his name.
Jarvis, the assistant?
No, the man robot looking thing.
Ultron.
He was the one that could pick up Thor's hammer.
A robot?
I don't know what he was supposed to be. Some kind of genetic experiment.
Ultron. It's probably Ultron. I guess. Probably Ultron. But I don't know. Well, it was a robot, right? That's Ultron. You know who did the voice of Ultron?
No.
Satan? Yeah, you do.
Not right offhand. Really, I don't.
It's
Really, I wasn't too fond of that movie. Now that I think about it.
It was an Avengers. It was Avengers Civil War, I think. No, Age of Ultron, of course. Age of Ultron. Avengers Age of Ultron.
I really was not fond of that movie. That's what.
It's James Spader from the Blacklist. He voiced Ultron in Avengers Age of Ultron.
I really like Captain America, the first Avenger, and I like the Winter Soldier a lot.
James Spader was in the Stargate, and he was in
Denny Crane.
Boston Legal opposite William Shatner. And before that, he was in Endless Love, the original version. He played Jade's older brother.
You know, Boston Legal may be the only thing Shatner was ever in that I have never seen.
That's a good show. Except when they brought Candice Bergen, it kind of started to jump the shark when they brought her into it. Because, I don't know, they tried to make her a foil for Denny Crane. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Denny Crane. West Coast Avengers issue 2. West Coast Avengers issue number 1.
Oh, wow. A number 1.
Oh, yeah. Number 1.
That's
Now, I always thought this was gross on the back. there's an ad. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. You can see this guy's boogers in his nose. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Why you got to point that out?
Well, because it's pop culture show.
I just
And
cooked.
why didn't somebody tell him you got some booger sugar in your nose or something? You need to do something about that. Or it's not nose hairs, it's actual mucus. It's disgusting.
Never
All
turn
right.
my camera on again.
And it's an ad for Star Wars Parker Brothers 2600 Atari game.
That is so cool.
All right.
I remember the 2600. I hated that so much.
I see a cool cover right here. I see a cool cover because it's Spider-Woman. It's a newer book, but I like that.
Man,
I always
that's
like
what-
her character.
I like the Spider-Woman character.
Jessica Drew. Yeah, they haven't really done much with her yet in the MCU. Ooh, that's a nice Wolverine cover for New Avengers for a modern book. That's bad to the bone. Yes, I'm live. A comic journey. CJ, you missed some John Byrne X-Men, and I found all sorts of goodies in this. I found the first appearance of Dazzler, X-Men 130.
And you found all them before I come on.
Yeah, I found the first Kitty Pryde, X-Men 129.
All the good horror
it's just-
comics,
Yeah,
Star Trek stuff.
let me show you
I
some.
just got that
I'm not gonna do a- Here's some that I found that are cool. Look at the demons in the gumball machine.
now that's
Okay.
my kind of stuff.
Let me see what. I mean, nothing that spectacular, but I like the Fantastic Four and Shogun Warriors. But I did find. Well, here's the first Dazzler I just referred to. I have it in my collection, but I found it in this collection. First appearance, and that's going to be a hot book because of the rumors of Taylor Swift being cast possibly as
I
Dazzler.
hope that's not true, but
And this is a kind of a cool Christmas cover with Santa Claus making an appearance. Brave and the Bold. And then Danny Cochran, who was my co-host before Danny Staten, I know it's confusing, joined us today. Pointed out this was a record, one of the record, golden record, or one of the record sets, Power Records. That's what it was, Power Records, that retold this story. And I love that. The Laughing Dead, a clown. So that's just some of the highlights of what you may have missed.
and if you want to see everything you missed,
Begin slowly. Start from the beginning. I can't do that. No more hellos. He gets pissed. People say hello. All right, one hello. Everybody knows the rules. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done with this box. I got to get to Costco before 6 o'clock, but I'll bring on Sarah when I'm done because I said I would. There's that New Avengers 1. I don't know what this is. These are modern books. This is not my wheelhouse. All right. I was going to slide on over. Let me, Avengers. That's kind of a cool cover. Avengers disassembled. Instead of Avengers assemble, they're disassembled. So something bad's happening. There's more disassembled Avengers. One of these Avengers will die. That's the old trick to get you to buy the book. Yes, I am. Hey, you're the guy from the Amazing Spider-Man 14 variant. Yeah, well, it's not so much a variant. It's a vandalized copy. It was my book. It was in perfect condition until it was trashed, but that's ancient history. Back in 1990, it was trashed, and apparently it finally changed hands.
Oh,
Go ahead, Danny. That's weird. I heard
there's a jet landing on my house. Hold on for a minute.
Okay. I'll keep going. That is a really bad cover of Namor.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah,
There was a 747 flew right over the house, really low.
oh wow.
Yeah, I'm sitting outside.
Oh, okay. And so you muted it. That's cool of you. I got you.
Well, I don't think nobody on the chat wants to hear a big jet grounding you out there, bud.
Some of these look really interesting for more modern books. That's not my bag, the modern stuff.
Yeah, me neither. Really, I like some of the really old Captain America stuff and some of the first Avengers stuff, with the 30-cent price tag on it and stuff like that. The newer stuff, not so much. But it does have wonderful art on the new books. I have to give that credit. They're drawn so crisp now.
Now, I mean, one guy got caught drawing a Superman cover with AI recently. And DC.
How could you tell though?
There's an app. There's an app for that. Are you trying to sell or trade some books? I might be your guy for that. Yeah, well, I'm selling them on my eBay. I do 6 books at a time. I'm not selling all of these, just some I already have in my collection. I have a pretty large collection of books. That's a cool Hulk cover, but I appreciate the offer. I think I'm good though. I had 17 long boxes I bought, actually 16 and a half long boxes, and I'm going through one a week. I'm down to one more next week, and I will have inventoried this entire collection that I bought from a really nice person who wants to be anonymous. Now here's really horrible She-Hulk cover. Look at that. Chat, there's a lot of artists in chat. I mean, critique that for me.
I'm not gonna say a word, man. That's a trap. He's trying to get me, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm gonna bite my tongue.
So about the Angry Girlfriend variant, as what it's been called through history, there's very little truth to that. But it finally changed hands because I sold it in 1990 to Titan Games and Comics to a nice guy named Mike, who's still there running that store in Smyrna, Georgia. And then these guys in Rockmart, Georgia, Shane Hester and Dustin Ruff bought it in 1993 at a convention. And they've had it ever since. Well, supposedly in Charlotte recently, someone else bought it and they cracked the slab because Shane had it graded. Shane and Dustin, and one of them died. I think Shane died, sadly.
Uh-huh.
One of the 2 guys that bought my former book back in 93 died. He was in poor health. But they had it graded by CBC, got a 1.8, I believe. Well, the person who bought it in Charlotte, North Carolina at Heroes Convention in summer of 2024, July 2024, had it cracked and regraded by CGC. And it got a purple label, and I think it was a 2.0. And this book is trash, man. I mean, this person took a permanent marker and just ruined my book. I mean, front, back, center. And that was my book. And there's a Newsweek article about it. Look up Angry Girlfriend Variant Newsweek on your search engine of choice. It'll pop up. And it mentions a guy named Chance. That's me. And it even says in the book, Chance. So big. But more importantly, I created Madcap. That's the thing I really want more people to understand. When I was a kid, I sent in an idea for a character who could drive people insane by staring at him. And he was a demented happy face. I called him Happy.
Cool.
Mark Gruenwald got credited for creating the character along with the artist. I think it's Paul Neary. Not Paul Neary. Paul Neary. I think it's Paul Neary. And Captain America issue 307 was the first appearance of Madcap. All they did was change the name and put a hat on him. It was the same colors, same characteristics. I have proof. I have witnesses. Danny Cochran knows this. I've talked about it ad nauseum. I'm sure people are sick of hearing me whine about it. But no, I sent it to him because I had letters published. I mean, there's a proven track record of me sending stuff to Marvel. And they had a big contest called the Marvel Tryout Book, a tie-in to something they were selling, where you could try out to be a comic book colorist, a letterer, a penciler, an inker, whatever you want to do, a writer. And you had to submit stuff. And they, even after that contest ended in 1984, 85, they said, we've gotten some really good submissions. Keep them coming. We'll treat you just like a Marvel employee. Yeah, that's the ticket. You'll get all the compensation that a real Marvel employee would get. I never even got a name, a mention, a nothing. They just, Mark Gruenwald died in 1996, apparently, sadly. I don't know the circumstances, but he's been gone, so I can't challenge him directly or ask him, not challenge him, but say, what was your inspiration for a Madcap? But the artist is still around, and I've never tried to talk with him. I talked to Jim Shooter in August of 2021 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He admitted he was in charge of Marvel in the 80s, in most of the 1980s, and he admitted, yeah, I told those guys not to do that. I have it on tape. But, you know, an interesting rumor about Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter created the Secret Wars miniseries, and allegedly he sold the rights to Disney for only $10,000. Can you believe that? If that's true, why would you take a mere 10 grand from Disney to have the movie rights? Oh, man. But it's going to be the Avengers, the Secret Wars. And Jim Shooter was the creator and writer of the Secret Wars original miniseries. I think he did Secret Wars 2 also. Play the tape. Yeah, I have on my YouTube channel. I'll try to identify the video. It's on there. where I'm talking to Jim Shooter about it. And I had him sign a copy of that book too, Captain America 307 and 309. I think it was 309, the second appearance of Madcap. So yeah, I have it's all there. I recorded him, and he, it's right there. But more importantly, I have artwork, and I have two key, actually, if I can find the third, three key eyewitnesses. I talked to an attorney some years ago who said, well, there was a statute of limitations, but you were a minor. So I think I can get around that. There's a loophole. If you were a minor, but again, Disney did not own Marvel back then. I'm not trying to shatter my own claim here, but I want to be fair. Disney did not own Marvel in 1984 when this theft of intellectual property, my intellectual property, happened. So, but yeah, 10 grand for the rights. I don't know why he would accept that. It may not even be true, but it was widely reported that Jim Shooter sold the rights to the Secret Wars to Disney about 3 years ago for $10,000. That's it. Who will be the Avengers? How many times have they done this story where they're going to rebrand and rebuild the team? All right, we're down to, in this box, these are the last two. That's what we have left. This is another foil cover. Avengers issue 360. It's glaring, man.
You're being hypnotized.
You got to think that's worth more than a standard comic book just for the cover.
Set it aside.
You would think.
You would think. You'd be surprised though, because they made so many copies.
Every time I pull a hologram cover or one of them glowy special covers and look it up, it's always worth more than a standard comic.
And you may be right.
Every
You may be
time.
right. Because they
Every
didn't
time I do it, I've done it so many times I can almost tell by looking.
You may be right, because VHS, who thought VHS would be worth anything? And so, I mean, maybe the market has shifted. Yeah, I know, K Moonin. I mean, if that's true, Jim Shooter, why would you settle for that? Man, but it's his life. He might be set for life. Maybe he made some wise investments and he doesn't care. Who knows? But that's the story. That's the rumor. I don't need to have a rumor mill here, but that's my belief until someone proves me wrong.
Whoa.
I saw the article. What, you like that demon?
Yeah, I like that cover a lot. That's pretty righteous right there. It just vibes old horror.
Avengers 352.
Yeah, like a vampire kind of thing.
Die, Avengers! Die!
What it says.
Who's that supposed to be?
You got me, man. It's a more modern.
Like Morbius or something.
My wheelhouse is Marvel 1960 to 1993. I do have exceptions. I have DC and Independence and some stuff outside of that time frame, but that's what I focus on.
Usually I kind of recognize a horror figure, and I don't recognize that one. I'm not getting the vibe.
It is September 92, so that would have been June of 1982 in real time.
Say the guy's name, though.
Yeah, Son of Darkness. They're trying to look like Batman: The Dark Knight. They're trying to pull off a Dark Knight. Oh, look here. Ooh, dude, look at his hand. It's got eyeballs in it. And his fingernails, there's eyes. In the palm of his hand, there's fangs. What's up with that? Oh, he wants a favor. That's talking about doing a deal with the devil. It says,
We look upon you with favor. Do as thou will. You shall be the adopted son of the abyss, our left hand of darkness. Decay, death.
what the hell? Who is this guy?
I was in a convenience store yesterday, and I saw this gothic chick, and she had a tattoo of an eye right between her eyes on her forehead. It was just a tattoo of an eye, and I grabbed the camera and I was going to videotape her, and she got mad and started throwing Slim Jims at me.
It's the Grim Reaper reborn. Oh, that's funny. Threw Slim Jims at you. The Grim Reaper. That's who it is. There's the answer.
The Reaper.
Shit. Am I going to get to Costco by 6? It's 5:07. Let me hurry it along. Sarah, come on up. Did you get the link? Come on up. Let me put the link in the chat.
Now, she probably fell asleep.
No, she's in there commenting and
I
whatnot.
know that. I'm just messing with her. That's what I do.
Did it work? Okay, there's the link. Sarah, come on up.
She messes
I like
with me
this.
too.
I like this character, Binary. It's not what you think. Binary means something else these days, but this was Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers. She became like a herald. She was transformed with energy, and X-Men 164 was the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Binary. There she is there. I like that character.
So what was She-Hulk's real name?
Jessica Walter.
Not the actress, the girl that turns into
the character. I get confused with Jessica Drew. That's Spider-Woman, who's a very underused character these days. And in the MCU, she hasn't really been a thing yet. I think she's a great character. And I love that Steve Leah Loa. I thought his artwork was fantastic on that. Hang on. It's now you got me wondering. Spider-Woman. I have no D key on this laptop. Spider-Woman, comic book character. I have her first appearance, which was Jessica Drew. I was right. Jessica Drew, like Nancy Drew. Jessica Drew.
So what is She-Hulk's real name?
Oh, yeah, She-Hulk is like I said. Don't hang on. And I like the streaming show. The wedding episode sucked, but and the Natasha character got old. But there are some aspects to She-Hulk I really liked. Jennifer.
What I saw the She-Hulk show, what I saw of it seemed kind of cartoony.
Yeah, it was. But see, what people don't understand is that John Byrne, when he took over She-Hulk, or he brought She-Hulk back for a second volume, he broke the fourth wall with her character all the time. And that was like the biggest problem people had, was the tongue-in-cheek breaking of the fourth wall. In the Disney
like when Deadpool talks to the audience.
Yeah. And I like the tribute they did to the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno, Jack Colvin, Kenneth Johnson original Incredible Hulk series. In the final episode of She-Hulk, season 1, or probably the only season, they did a little tribute to the classic opening of the TV show, and it was brilliant. I thought it was so well done. I like She-Hulk. Okay. Sue me. No, don't really. No, I'll sue you, Mark. I'm kidding. You stole my madcap. But that was ancient history. But see, I got to do something before it's too late. All right, there's that. Oh, there's Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Oh, hello.
Greetings, Sarah.
Hey, how's everybody?
DJ, you're welcome to come on too if you want. It's up to you. The link is in the chat, because you're any comic book people are welcome, because we've only got one more box next week. I may put it off for 2 weeks. What do you think? I think I may take next week off with the unboxings just to give it I can't let go of this collection. I want to have something to look forward to. So I think this will be the last one for 2 weeks. Sorry, K Moonin. But you know what box it'll be? It'll be box 2, because we're down to 2 boxes. Let me show the picture. This is what we're doing today. We're going through the box that K Moonin in chat picked, which is right here. It is right. There's the final 2 boxes. This is box number 6. So box 2 will be the final box in the grand finale. And then what I'm going to do, I have something special. Might as well tell you now. I'm going to show you the highlights of this collection and the books that I've refurbished, rebagged, reboarded, pressed, that sort of thing. Tried to restore it to the best of my ability, these books. And I'm going to specifically show Action Comics and Superman covers just for Superman people. And for supermanhomepage.com, if they want to check it out, I'm just going to have one Sunday. So there'll be no surprise element. It'll be stuff I've inventoried, but they're going to be really awesome covers. I'm just going to show the whole lot of in order, numeric order of what I uncovered in terms of Superman. So, and then I have another collection. I need to talk to these people. They have like 300 long boxes. And, I already have a partial list, and it's a pretty sweet collection. The problem is it's from someone who owned a comic shop that I went to high school with and middle school with. Her parents had a comic book shop in the 1980s. So I think it's going to be a lot of the same book. And that's not really interesting to the viewer, right, Sarah? Where you're seeing like 5 copies of the same thing.
You show one, you skip through, and then you go on to the next one.
I guess so. I could do that.
You don't have to show all 5 of the same thing.
You don't have. You can just say you have 5 of the same thing. and
Another
then move
foil.
on.
If you buy the collection, you'll have enough to do one every Sunday for the next 5 years.
There you go. That's what I would like to do. Look, there's another foil cover, and I like it.
Oops.
You know, once again, any covers like that you think have to be a little more valuable than the other covers.
End of the line. This is the last book in this box. Avengers, counting to the 30th anniversary celebration of Avengers. It's the Avengers. Avengers. There you go. So that was the box week 11. Danny Cochran was my co-host for most of the stream. He had to duck out after 90 minutes to do something with his wife. And so next time, not next week, next time, we're going to close it out with box 2. There's no mystery. You've already picked them. K Moonen picked more boxes than anybody.
So tell me, who's going to be your guest for the last box?
Yeah, I agree, CJ. That's right. You are really not in tune with the problems people have with She-Hulk. The fourth wall was only part of it. Yeah, I know. I didn't touch on everything. I mean, it's only a 2-hour show today.
Hey, Chance.
Yeah.
Who you got scheduled for the last show?
Nobody at this
The
point.
last box.
You want to do it?
Of course. You got to be here for the finale.
CJ,
I just will be on here with you talking about it because I'm going to be watching anyway.
it'd be cool if I could have you and Open by Chance. Have a couple people. Jeff Logan. I don't know. Maybe it would be lame. I don't know. To have too many people on there. I don't know, but I don't care. If you want to be on the last one, since you claimed it, you're in.
There you go. Did he spell?
I have
right,
no
though?
objection to there being other people on there too.
CJ said, Comic Journey says, okay, start showing everything again slowly. Start from week 1. Actually, the first 4 boxes I did on his channel in the middle of like an 8-hour Insomnia Theater live stream he did. It's buried in there somewhere, but it was a lot of fun. All right. Well, Sarah, what you got going? Do you want to plug anything?
Wait. Stop the show. What did I just hear? I'm not processing what I just heard, Chance. Are you telling me somewhere out there are first 4 boxes on video that's not on your channel?
Yes.
Are the 4 boxes still intact? Or are they still the same? Have you messed with them?
I've gone through them, and I've actually liquidated some of them, and I've rebagged them and reorganized them. But when I looked through them raw, is before it occurred to me, why don't I do it on my own channel? Wouldn't that be
But
fun?
you still have basically 4 boxes of stuff to show that you have not done in this format.
On my
right?
channel, yes, but I've already gone through them, so I don't
It
want to.
don't matter. Everybody didn't see the other channel. Some people just watch you.
What I want to do is have an element of surprise. I'm surprised. The viewers are surprised. It would be fakey to go I would be honest, but I don't know. I mean, that's a good point, and I'll
Show
consider
them, Chance.
No. Next show you do the final unboxing. And then the show after that, you tell people, I've been through these boxes on another show, but not my show. So this is for the people who watch me. Check out what else I got. Because people's going to want to see what they missed.
Well, CJ's got a good point. He can send me a timestamp in the clip, and I could just play it back on my channel. I mean, if I wanted to be authentic about it, but I guess that wouldn't be as fun because it's not live.
Well, we couldn't discuss it. We couldn't discuss the books.
Sure, well, no, you're right, because I don't know. Let me think on that. That's a good idea, and I think I'll probably do that. I think I'll probably do what you just suggested. Yep.
And during that show where you show them what you missed, you can pull all the best books from every box and have a best of everything I got at the end of it too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do as well. And I need to do a community post showing a highlight book. Like I didn't do it last week. I started doing that. It was a good idea. Just this is the best book I found in this box this week, and I'm going to do that. Probably would have to be. I don't know. There's so many good ones this week. Maybe the first Dazzler. That's one of them in terms of like potential and monetary value and that sort of thing. And then the first Kitty Pryde. It's 129 of X-Men.
On my comic book channel, the Fat Comic Book Guy, I make sure I make a short pretty much about every comic book I encounter and upcoming stuff, and put up a short at least. I try to do at least one a day, but sometimes it's every other day. But I do try to hit every book.
Cool. CJ's asking Sarah, why is Flock so quiet?
Because Danny was talking.
Yeah. Whenever I'm around, she's in
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
oh,
all right.
oh. Oh, come on. That was funny.
Your Tourette's is
The whole
kicking in.
chat just laughed because I made Sarah turn red.
No, I'm not
Is
really.
that your,
mad.
now all of a sudden you're talking like Dr. Ruth used to talk.
Yeah. I'm the only one that can make a blush.
Yeah.
Excuse you. I'm the smellologist here. Okay.
Right. Okay, Moon has a suggestion. An idea might be to show all of your favorite best books from these unboxings. Most will be from my chosen boxes. Yeah, he's picked the best boxes. Well, you know that $6 million man's going to be in there where he's attacking or defending himself against a crocodile.
Once again, let me
Place,
say, you have no idea how bad I want that book.
That was in good shape too.
I want that book so bad.
Stop talking and let her talk, damn it. Okay, so Sarah, the floor is yours. What you got?
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Comic Toby, let me just address this. Can't you gonna cut me a good deal on eBay now that we're friends? I start the auctions at $3.99. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Promote something, plug something, because I got to get out here and get to Costco.
Shop at Costco. It's a great place. I promoted Costco for you. Now, I don't know what I'm doing this week on my end. Everything's just kind of up in the air right now. So as long as I'm not on fire, I probably will be going live soon. There you go.
All right.
I think Tim's got a show, or UFO Man's got a show on Wednesday. So check that out. It'll be at 6 p.m., I believe. And BB on Saturday. Are you doing your show Friday?
Yes. I'm going to do a live show Friday at 8 or 9 o'clock.
Podblast Friday. And
then BBB on Saturday night. Brainbender's Banner, which is a huge YouTube channel, friend of ours, Chrissy in Northern California. We do a nostalgia roundtable chat, and we're talking about classic rock. We're in a series.
Get that topic done.
No. All right, Comic Toby.
2 hours.
Comic Toby, $3.99. Yeah, we'll talk. But I'm not selling everything in this collection. I'm only selling things I have doubles of. And then we got to talk about Keebler's trivia game, which is called Play Quest.
Yeah,
and it's Part Jeopardy. Huh?
I forgot what day she's doing that again. That's why I was waiting for her to pop in. So she could tell
Part
us.
Jeopardy, part Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And there's a board and everything. Questions, very professional trivia game.
I'm Vanna White. I am. Okay.
All right. Any final thoughts, Danny Staten?
Yeah, I tell once again, let me reiterate that everybody should be sure to check out Thrash Pondo Ponds tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Corey's Comedy Channel at 10. And that's the good stuff coming on tonight that I'm aware of. And I recently had an encounter with an unknown something or another. You can see that video on the Daily Dan blog. And I'm very happy that video seems to be doing really good. It's up to over 500 views now. So people are seeing, and they're telling me that I wasn't imagining it. There is something out there. So now I feel a little bit better. I thought at first I was having some hallucinations or a little mind slip, becoming kind of Joe, but I guess I'm doing okay.
Want to see something cool, Sarah?
Yes.
We're on a Space 1999 kick, you and I, because it's streaming on Shout Studios. While I'm watching my films, I have almost all of them on reel-to-reel film. I'm on episode 3 in production order, The Black Sun, which means black hole. And I got this all the way from England. Look at that. ITC, Independent Television Corporation. This one had good color. I hope the color's still held up. And I put like a little short video of the film on my YouTube channel, The Nostalgic Podblast, in the shorts area, because I can get away with playing a 1-minute clip. But look, this bad boy, got to cover up even though it's my old address, but it came all the way from England.
Nice.
Hang on. Let me try to
real quick while you're trying to fight that.
Why are you trying to hide your old address? Ain't nobody going there. You don't live there no more. You're safe.
All right. Keebler says Play Quest will be July 24th with returning team Chance and Flock. So we'll be
Sarah's my partner, and she will always be my partner on Play Quest.
Well, heck yes.
What time does Costco close again?
6. I best go. Bye, everybody. Hey,
happy trails, all.
Happy trails. Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
All right. And thanks to everybody who tuned in. And we'll be back with the final box next time. Maybe this Sunday, maybe be in 2 weeks. Let me think on that. I kind of want to stretch it out, though. But this has been good. This has been good. And the final box is box 2, as you see there on your screen. Let me get back here to the chat and find something to play us out with. Rockford Show Thief. Tell them the story about the Rockford Show Thief. James Garner? The Rockford Show Thief. I don't know what he's talking about. Rockford Show Thief. I don't know. All right, let me now find a video. Here's what my auctions look like. I do 6 at a time. These are from this collection. These are books I've already sold, but I just want to show you how nice they look after I've dealt with them, cleaned them up, put them in new bags and boards, and pressed them out. They look really good. I package them extremely well. $3.99 is where I start every auction at a price point that's very affordable, very reasonable. And I just let the bids take them. The Shoe Thief. Oh, yeah. Well, I got robbed once. And I caught the guy in the act. I came home for lunch, and this son of a gun had taken a dump in one of my toilets and didn't flush. And I startled him, and he would have gotten away with let me take this photo off. He would have gotten away with my own suitcase filled with a lot of comic books. Some were keys, some were junk. He wasn't a comic book guy. He just grabbed whatever. But the first Morbius was in there, Amazing Spider-Man 101. And when I startled him, I could have gotten shot. He went out a back window. But all he did was grab this, which was on a shelf. I had this graded book sitting on a shelf, and he grabbed it. And I had the sense to call around to comic book shops in the area, including Book Nook in Decatur, where I'd spent thousands of dollars at that point in time, like pretty much every other week, like every payday, I'd show up and drop some serious coin there. And there was a nice older gentleman, I won't mention his name, who ran it. And I called him and I said, if you find a Fantastic Four issue 5.5 CGC, please let me know. And he did the right thing. He called me, says, yep, your book's here, Chance. He left me a message. I didn't answer live. And he goes, your book's here. Give us a call. Book Nook. Now, his son was another story. I show up and I was advised, make sure a policeman's with you. So I had to call. I was robbed in Cobb County, Georgia. This store was in Decatur in DeKalb County, Georgia. So I had to get another local law agency involved. And I called them. They showed up. I had a printout, which I think is right here, of this book, yes, that I bought off eBay, and there's a serial number. It's like a VIN number in a car right there. So there's no doubt it's my property. So the son of the guy who called me said, well, we paid the guy $100, so you're going to have to pay us $100. And the cop was standing right there, goes, no, you can't charge him for his property. You can't do that. So he said, but you could, if you wanted to, you can give him a reward. So I said, all right, I'll give you $20. And then the son of the guy who called me did this pathetic look, and his girlfriend was there. I don't know if she worked there. I'd never seen his girlfriend. Like, I guess she was visiting him, and he goes, honey, we can get some pizza tonight. Like he was like, I think he's trying to squeeze me for more than a $20 reward with that sympathy routine. So anyway, I got my book back. I gave him a $20 reward, and I didn't recover some that they told me. I said, well, you have a camera right there. Do you have a camera of the guy? And he says, oh, that's just for show. It doesn't work. I said, did you get his ID? No, we don't do that. We're going to start now though. And I said, damn, I said, pawn shops make they make a copy of an ID, I guess. Right. I've seen it in the movies all the time. I fortunately never had to pawn anything, but their cameras didn't work. They didn't get his ID. So I talked to detectives. They dusted for prints. And I said, if you want some DNA, there's a big log in my toilet. Because the guy, unfortunately, he ate one of my burritos. I'd gotten a burrito from Moe's at our radio station I was working at. We got free samples, and I took one home in like tinfoil, a big old burrito. And he ate half of it, threw it in my trash can, drank one of my Pepsis, and took a dump in my toilet. Just violated me. And he also stole shoes. He, in his haste to get away, this guy thought he'd have all day. He must have cased the neighborhood, and part of it's my fault. When I moved, these movers, 3 men in a truck, I will mention their name. They were asking all these questions. What's in all these boxes? And I made a joke. I said, about $1 million worth of comic books. Week later, the robbery. And I saw this guy in the neighborhood, and he was pretending to be like a grounds crew. And I knew that the neighborhood here uses a Hispanic crew, basically, to, blow leaves and things and mow the grass. So I knew that something didn't ring true. That's why I came home for lunch. And I guess because this was on a Friday, I guess between Monday and Thursday, he'd watch to see when I leave, when I come back and everything. And I guess. And he left a backpack behind too, I found in my backyard. And it was an MGM backpack. And they say it's $1,000 backpack. Leather, all leather, really nice backpack. And inside was a little bottle of wine, still chilled. Son of a bitch. And he was a black guy. And the detective told me, you're really lucky because a lot of thieves will vandalize a home and spray paint. He goes, I saw where they spray painted on the walls. He goes, you're really lucky. I will say I'm lucky because I got that book back, Fantastic Four issue 7. The funny thing is I'd already found a replacement copy from Earl Shaw at Atlanta Comic Convention, but it wasn't graded. It was a raw copy and it wasn't quite as nice as my 5.5. But but I got lucky, right? And luckily this guy did the predictable and tried to sell my property at a comic book store instead of selling it online. So I got it back. But I said, what other things did he sell? And he goes, well, he had some stuff that we just didn't have any interest in. It was some stuff was just junk. He didn't say junk, but he said some random books, and so I'll never know. Some stuff I never recovered, but I remember I went through my collection. I found there was a missing Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man that somehow he got away with. He must have had like a handful, including that graded Fantastic Four 7 5.5 CGC that he grabbed when I startled him. But thank God he didn't get that suitcase. I would have been even more traumatized if he'd gotten away with some of the books that were in there. My God. So thank God my spidey sense tingled and I came home for lunch that day and caught him in the act. And he left his Air Jordans behind too. He took his shoes off. He thought he'd have all day. And he put on my Rockport shoes. And I didn't tell this on CJ's channel, this little detail. One of the nicest things someone ever did for me, this guy named Brett Barney. He worked at my radio station I worked at, Cumulus Media, 6 radio stations at the time. He was an on-air personality and a producer. And his dad had just passed away. And his dad had a brand new pair of Rockport shoes that he'd never worn. And he gave me his dad's shoes. Isn't that sweet? I mean, I could almost cry. I mean, seriously, just that gesture, the humanity of Brett Barney doing that. I'll never forget it. I just thought that was like the coolest thing. So in a way, I kind of got my shoes back. But so I got his rotten. They were new though, probably stolen Air Jordans that he left. The cops took them. And I gave the cops that backpack. And in retrospect, I never heard anything back from the detective after that. This is back in 2019, folks. I should have kept the damn backpack, but I thought it's someone else's property. Golden rule, right? He's probably stole it out of someone's car or something, or robbed another house. So I did the right thing. I gave it to the cops so that the rightful owner could get their property back. But a lot of people said you should have kept that book. A lot of people have told me, that backpack, and just sold it. It's $1,000. You might have gotten 500. Well, that's not my property. Anyway, I got to get to Costco. I have half an hour. I appreciate everybody watching. Let me do a quick sweep of the comments. And that's my story of getting robbed. Keep him talking. Yeah, man, that he shit on you. That's enough vandal. Well, he shit on my toilet, not on me. I'm not into dirty Sanchez. And that's for damn sure. And not from some no guy or girl or anything. That's disgusting. I don't even look, we're a family show. I don't even like backdoor activity, if you know what I'm saying, in terms of giving or receiving. That's just not my bag. Sorry. All right. Well, let's sign off. Family show, comic book show, family show. You're right, Sarah. Sorry. I went off the rails there. Well, we'll see you next time on the Nostalgic Podblast. We're going to take another trip through time in our time tunnel and talk about nostalgia. We'll talk about another great deceased game show MC, some comic book stuff. Music video of the week. We're gonna have a good time, so come on back and we'll have the final unboxing of this collection will be either this Sunday or the following Sunday. I haven't decided yet, but it'll be within the next 2 weeks. We'll do the final box 2 of this epic comic book collection. Hope to see you there. I think this box, because of those burn X-Men's, and this was a total winner. So I deem this a winning box, and I'm very, very happy. So let me find something to play us out with.
All right, sorry you didn't get all the way up to the top, but Billy, you did win, and you'll be back tomorrow. And again, you'll have another try at our bank, which tomorrow will be worth $9,000. There for you or perhaps one of your 4 competitors. And until that time, which is tomorrow, of course, this is Jack Nars saying so long for Now You See It. Goodbye, friends.
Many future contestants for Now You See It are selected from our studio audience. So if you'd like to be part of that audience, then write for tickets to Now You See It. Tickets, CBS Television City, 7800 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90036. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Now You See It, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. Stay tuned for Love of Life next over most of these CBS stations.